Hello again. I am back. For those who were popped in to the 30-minute stream earlier, about 20 minutes ago, great to see you again. For anyone that is new in the chat, really do appreciate it, and I appreciate the support for this watch along of a great game. I think it's going to be semi-final, big heavyweights of international football, Italy against Spain. Now, we'd already spoke about a few of the important things in the stream just before we came on to do this watch along. If you've not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. If you're rewatching this and you popped in, make sure you hit it and support the algorithm. Give us a thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. So first of all, I'll wait till everyone starts to come in the chat before we run over the teams. You may have seen the teams already. A big surprise for Spain. There is a change up top. Morata obviously missing out, and I'll pronounce the name when we get onto the team. He has come down straight down the middle, but Morata will be very disappointed that he's not involved or not starting in this game. I think they need goals, and they've looked at Morata as Morata at the moment. He's not getting the goals. We understand he got the important goal. However, they're gonna need goals today. They're going to need goals. And obviously, Morata, as we know, needs 4 or 5 chances a game to be scoring. It's very similar to, obviously, Timo Werner, as Josh has mentioned in the chat. I'll get to the comments in a minute. But like I said, for those who are just coming in now, welcome. If you can share this while we are online doing a watch along, if you can share it, tweet it, retweet it, give it a thumbs up, try and get it out as much as we can, because YouTube need to notice that this quality is out there for sure, rather than sharing the nonsense that they share. So again, I'm going to run through the teams, wait till a few people get in, just as obviously Craig was saying. Good evening, friend. I hope hope. How are you, bro? I'm fine. Thanks ever so much, Craig. Really do appreciate it. I think this will be a tight game. Italy to just shade it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be loads of goals, which is disappointing. You know, a lot of people want to sit down and see loads of goals. I can't see it. I really can't. I think Spain will up the tempo defensively, and I also think Italy may blow up. It's just showing when, to be fair, it's just showing the quick replay of when Spinazzola did his Achilles, and when he initially did it, he's in a little bit of pain. Then he's doing this, and then he must have sunk in that it was obviously his Achilles, because not nice. Josh has popped back in again. Enrique knows he can't afford to start Tino Morata, as we stated. Munzi, what do you think the score will be? I fancy Spain. Interesting, you know. I think we're writing Spain off because they haven't really got the centre forward, and Italy have been fantastic, but this is Spain, like one of the big heavyweights of world football, who dominated it for 10 years and have won. They're looking for their third championship, well, third, whatever you want to call it, Euros / World Cup, third event, should I say, out of the last 4. So I think people are just writing them off because of maybe the state of the debt that Spanish football is in at the moment. Also, no one from the Real Madrid squad in that Spain team, which is, I mean, the old team was just Real Madrid and Barcelona. Now there's no one from Real Madrid in that Spain team. So that's got to be the first time in history. Chris, tell you I've had your dinner. You had a bit of food above your eyebrows. I hope not. Can you imagine? A bit of couscous. Munzi's back. Oh, by the way, look at this mug. Look at that. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. But look, who's that? Shaft. Franny Shaft. Shaft! What cup that is? What cup? Pulling your leg. I know. I actually went like that as well, and I'm looking in the camera. God, you got me. You can tell I've been out of the old football change room for a long time. Ask all United fans to get over to United Agenda. Yeah, any Man United fans, Munzi, every time he's in, we will mention it that he's over at Man United Agenda. Munzi's put, that's Luis Enrique, that's done. That as he doesn't like them. I think, hey, listen, this is the battle of 2 great coaches and 2 great ex-players. Let's be honest. Right, what I'm going to do is, gang, you've probably seen the teams already because you're watching it on the box. But as you know, I always like to go through the teams. And we're going to go with Italy first. So here we go. No surprises, really. Obviously, Donnarumma, Bonucci, Chiellini, who have been absolutely solid. Best pairing I've seen in the competition. Going to be hard to break them down. Emerson, who's not played for Chelsea at all. I think he's now playing in the Euro semi-final for Italy. Incredible. Di Lorenzo, we know what he's about. We'll try and get forward. Barella, Jorginho, Verratti, very good free midfield. Jorginho's does ever so well for Italy for me, really does. I think he's underrated when it comes to Chelsea, the things that he does. And then you've got Insigne, we know what he's about, Immobile and Chiesa. Chiesa, for me, who didn't start the first couple of games, I think he come on and caused a lot of problems. Very, very, very good attacking player. He reminds me like an Italian James Milner. He's straight up and down, honest. You know what you're going to get out of him. Top player. And then let's go over to the Spanish. Well, no, that's not it, is it? Let's go over to the Spanish one. Where's my Spanish team? Where are we? Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll play Italy against Italy. Is that what's going on? Keep pressing the wrong one. Where is it? Don't do Italy again. Oh my God! If it does it, I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done. I'll have one last try because it keeps switching. One last try. All right. I've got the right one. Yes, I've got the right one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, people. So, Simon, as we know, Laporte, who apparently didn't make a tackle or an interception in the last game, which is unreal in football. Obviously, Garcia, Azpilicueta, Jordi Alba, Pedri, what a player, 18 years old. Fantastic footballer. Honestly, I've not seen an 18-year-old as good as him on the ball. Fantastic footballer. I mean, if he was English, we'd be saying he's the next Messi and all that. He's unreal on the ball. He won't play in England, though, because he's not fast and he's not big. Unbelievable. Busquets, as we know, obviously captain. Mad to say that he's now probably a veteran. Koke, Ferran Torres, who we know about. Oyarzabal and Olmo. So Oyarzabal and Olmo are kind of surprise additions, to be honest. I didn't think those two would start, but he's drafted them in. Olmo did okay when he's come on in a couple of games. He's caused quite a few problems, but for Morata to be dropped, I mean, that's got to hurt him, hasn't it? That's got to hurt Morata. Let's be honest. It's a mistake not having a Real Madrid player in there, though. I think it's crazy. It's crazy. I know many people are talking about they're in this much debt and Barcelona are in like €1 billion and all this kind of stuff. And because of what's going on, no wonder they wanted the Super League. But they still, in the Champions League, still well. They're still, arguably, the two biggest teams in the world. Chris, Enrique, not exactly modest. Reminds me a bit of Mourinho. Yeah, he can be a little bit like that, can't he? Yeah, he can be a little bit cocky. Yeah, I do see that side of him. Can dress, though. I like the way he dresses. I do like the way he dresses. So, both teams coming out. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward because I know even the quality of the play, the quality of the players on the ball, you know the passing is going to be good. I don't think, like a few of you say, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I've got to be honest. But you don't expect it to be when you've got this two high-caliber players on the pitch. But there's going to be a lot of decent passage. But will they cancel each other out in the final third in the areas that makes football exciting in both ends of the pitch? That could be a problem. But I can't see Spain keeping the Italians quiet. The only thing that's going to beat the Italians is the fact that they've not won anything, or not won a Euro since 68, and expectation, they are favourites. How many times have we said that Italy are going to be favourites against Spain? In fact, not for a few decades. Let's be honest. At least a couple of decades, we've not said that Italy are going to be, favourites against Spain. Definitely not within the last 10 years, I can tell you that. So honestly, it all depends on how this game starts, to be honest. I think they'll be like a game of chess at first. They'll cancel each other out because always at the beginning of the game, people are switched on. I think the Spanish defense, this is their first test, really. And how can I put it? They've not played well in the tournament for me. Spain have not played well in the tournament. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, the last 16, they did quite well, but then, you know, old squeaky bum time, they bottled it a little bit, and then they obviously wore Croatia down in the extra time. But, you know, they had glimpses in there where they were fantastic, and then they just kind of switched off, and Modric turned up on 87 minutes and changed the game. Study the Italian defense tonight. Well, yeah, I mean, the fact, honestly, if anyone's interested in the art of defending, if anyone's interested in how to build foundations, then Italy are the team to watch tonight. We may have jinxed them. You know, they could be all over the place tonight, but if you have a look, they enjoy defending. The centre halves thrive off defending. And when I was playing, that's what it's like. I remember some defenders, like, they would go, a clean sheet is like a goal, obviously. They would go mad for clean sheets. Clean sheets were goals. Clean sheets were goals. And you can see with Bonucci and Chiellini, they're old footballers at the end of the day. They're not old people, but they're old footballers. You know, 34 and 35 is classed as old in football. Peak 28 to 30. And then people, you know, start saying, you know, after 30, 31, 32, things slow down, which they do slow down. Don't get me wrong. Your brain's clever, but you can't do the same things. Like, you can't sprint past a 19-year-old fullback. Midfield's easy. You can play midfield till you're forever, but if you ever notice players with pace, when they get older, it slows right down, and they kind of come out the game a little bit quicker than, say, a centre-half who don't need pace, or a holding midfielder who don't need pace, or a number 9 centre-forward who's just there to flick it on. They can, or a goalkeeper, they can play till 40s, but wingers can't. Flying fullbacks can't. And fullbacks that sit in can. So depending on your position, a lot of the time is your longevity in the game, unless you adapt. Chris, I thought you liked the way Enrique dressed. He is wearing a school jumper. What's he wearing tonight? I'm not really seeing it. So going for the formations, we're going to go for a 4-4-3-3. Probably both teams are going to go 4-3-3. It's the way football's played now. Very rarely do you see a 4-4-2. Very, very rare, because you have fullbacks who are, you know, like your wingers. What's he wearing? A jumper. Well, he's in England, isn't he? He's freezing. He's thinking, well, where's the summer? I mean, Enrique, listen, we're confused. So you must be confused, because we don't know where the summer is. We never do know where the summer is. I mean, I've come back from Dubai where today it's 40 degrees, and I'm just holding this here. And for 2 years, just been in the sun. I've come back. It's been nothing but rain since I come back. It's been nothing but rain. Even my son's like, oh, I miss Dubai sun. Why is it always raining, Daddy? I'm like, no idea. I'm surprised he's not got a Canada Goose jacket on, to be fair, at Wembley. Spain again, they're going to go. So it's a match for match here. Interesting. Man for man, it's going to be. Midfield, to me, is key, honestly. I always say it in games. A lot of the time, midfield, especially if these types of teams, is where it's won. Pedri, Sergio, and Koke. Koke's got a little bit of legs. Pedri's not lightning. He can get around, and obviously, Sergio Busquets has never been one to run around fast. He's just one pace steady, but very, very good on the ball. Mancini and Vialli, good to see. Here he is, his jumper. It's not a bad jumper though, Chris. It's not bad. Here's a little ball. Tony's put, remember the defense Italy had with Baresi and Maldini, etc. This team seems to like defending as well. Yeah, you know, he's. I think he's gone back on the history and said, listen, we're famous. Our league was famous. Some people in the chat will remember La Gazzetta on Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. It was like the only football I could watch unless something was on TV, obviously Match of the Day, but there was no football really till Sky popped along in 93 or 92 and then Premier League. But the art was defending. Defend was the art. And it looks like Mancini's brought that into the camp. Said, listen, let's go back to basics and let's get our history, our ancestry and defend, but then give it a modern day Man City twist of trying to get forward. Are as good as Man City? They play that way. They're not as patient as Man City, but they do play that way. Chris, but rain makes a man out of you. Read Shakespeare. Yeah, I like rain. I really do like rain. I'll go for walks in the rain. I like nature, especially now I'm getting older. I like rain hitting me when I'm running and walking. I like rain. Well, my wife hates it because her hair goes frizzy. And my son, well, he's what's rain, but you don't appreciate it when you're a kid, I don't think. You really don't appreciate it. So we're underway, people. We are underway. Most of you are going for a 3-0 or a 3-1. I think it was Josh who mentioned that it was a 2-1. Let's see. Let's see how we go. So there's going to be some technically good passing on show. So if you're a purist like myself and you like the football, but also someone who likes defending, because I probably should have been a right wing back or a centre mid, because I did more defending than attacking. I can tell you that. Spain trying to get forward. Aspilicueta tries to go inside. What Spain have got to do, they've got to go on the front foot. Spain are very good at moving the ball and being slow. But for me, you've got to say, right, get at Italy's back four. And I think that's why Morata's not playing. I think that's why Almo's in and Azar Laleba or whatever his name is. I can't even remember his name. I think that's why they're playing. And obviously Torres, we know about Torres getting forward. I think they're going to go and say, well, listen, we're going to play the Spanish way by playing, but we're going to be a lot more direct. And that's good to see very early, because what I didn't want Spain to be ones keeping the ball as they do, little triangles looking sweet and butterflies and muffin cakes and not getting in the final third. But you can see already they've said, we're just going to press Italy. And I think if England are going to, obviously Southgate will be watching this game and he will see where Italy and Spain are vulnerable. And it's interesting that Spain have decided to press Italy very high, very high. Grant Sport, what's with the car bringing on the ball? They did it in Italy v Turkey game as well. Did they not do it on every game? Did they not do it on every game? Look how high Spain are. If you look at how high Spain are, they're not allowing. And for me, I'm all for get high. And if you get bopped around, if someone's like magnificent and they bop around you, got to be offside. Great line from the Spanish. Well, I don't know why the linesman is going to stop. As soon as he scores, he's going to stop. I told you, look, everyone's buzzing, like let it go on, and then he hits the post, and then he puts his flag up. Ridiculous. But I'm not sure. I thought it was every game, but like you say, thinking about it, I've not seen it on every game. I really haven't. So to me, it looks like, is there the new Volkswagen? Everyone's having to go electric now. Everyone's obviously chasing Tesla. But Volkswagen, I've seen a couple of new IQ or something. I've seen a couple at the gym today. They're quite nice. They look like Golfs. But I think they're electric, because obviously the next 10 years, I think we'll all be electric, won't we? What are they going to do with like Lamborghinis and things like that if we ever do well? Or electric Lamborghini? Put another 100 grand on it? Oh, that'll really help. I know Porsche have got their hybrid electric one, but that's like 120 grand in it. And you think, really? Hopefully, when everyone else starts bringing all the electric cars out and the competition gets even more so, the prices come down a little bit. Even your Volkswagens and your BMW electric ones, they're still pricey at the moment. But suppose it's going to be the way it is. Maybe they are going to be pricey. Times put maybe one of the Euro sponsors is a car maker. Yeah, it has to be. That's why the car's coming on. Quite open already. 4 minutes in. Italy are on the front foot, getting in behind, offside twice. Spain are trying to press high. Italy are pressing high. This is what you want to see. Oh, great turn there. This is what you want to see. You want to see both teams, for me, pressing high. Because then it's going to be like a basketball match. It's going to be one end to the other. You're going to get opportunities. There's nothing worse when, here we go, Chiesa, that's what he's good at. Overcooks it a little bit. Here we go. Then Spain. Oh, this is great. Great 5 minutes. It's like a basketball game. Go out and win the game. Go out and win the game. Unlucky in the end, but yeah, that's what we want to see. We want to see this type of game. We don't want to see sitting in. And this is my concern with England. England will just sit in against these teams. I even think they're going to sit in against Denmark, because I don't think Southgate looks at it and think, well, we're the favourites, so we're going to dictate the game and go the front foot. Don't think Southgate plays like that. He doesn't coach like that. And if you don't coach like that, then how can we expect him to just turn around and say, oh, by the way, we're just going to go on the front foot now and start, tick-a-tacker and all that. You don't coach like that. He didn't play like that. You don't coach like that. Simple as that. So I think, like Chris was saying, this is the way England play. We sit in and we break. And if we win it, then so be it. So be it. Oh, Spain. That's only Spain's problem. Look at the defending. The defending from Italy. They just come across. Don't overcomplicate it. Four at the back. Chiesa. Chiesa's a beast, mate. Four at the back. If one comes out the hole, the other one comes over and covers him, and they keep their shape. They keep the shape. And fair play to England. England have kept their shape really well. And Maguire and Stones, even though they've not been solid, but even though they've not really been tested, they have been solid. They have been solid. Spain moving the ball around perfectly. Love it. Oof, it's a bad touch from Aspilicueta. If Insigne is a little bit sharper there, he gets on that. Look how high the Italy are. It's 4-on-4, and that's for me. When you press high, I've always been one for it. I think it's because managers always used to tell me press high. But when you press high, you win the ball 30, 40 yards away from the opposition's goal. And the aim is to try and score. What a lot of people do is when they sit off, they'll win the ball in their final third, or, 10 yards over the halfway line. And you've got a whole half, 60 yards to try and get to the other goal. For me, you press high, and if you get popped off, it's normally because people are lazy and not tight enough on the men. They're not high enough. They're not tight enough on the men. And that's where you get popped off. And that's how you lose a game. You lose a game when someone outworks you. 9 times out of 10, you lose a game when someone outworks you. So you can move the ball as much as you want. You can be, you can look great. But if the other team outrun you with or without the ball, the chances are that they're going to win the game. Because when they get the ball, if your team's lazy, you're not going to fill your goal, not going to fill the holes that they've left. Tony's put GAN. Is that the name of is that the brand of the car? Suppose someone offside breaks a leg before the flag is raised. Watch them check. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolute idiots. Spain moving the ball. Pedri, watch him. What a player he is. Tony's put game off to a fast start. Very much so. Great game. Honestly, great game. See what the banner looks like at the bottom. Here we are. Let's have that. I'll have that for a bit. Let's have that. See, it's in the way of my nice artwork. But we'll have that for a little bit, won't we? Good 8-9 minutes at the moment. It'll look to get in twice. Spain have not got in yet, but they've got in and around the final third. That's the final passes letting them down. Oh, inside to Pedri. So the only thing is it's mad, isn't it? Look how slow. Like he's 18. He's like slow. He's not strong. Yet he's so good. Told you how good he is on the ball. Busquets. Can you imagine when Xavi and Iniesta retired? Busquets must have thought, who am I going to pass to now? Who's going to make me look good? Because them three were phenomenal. Best midfield three I've seen in world football, Oh, you know what? He's let Italy off there. He's let Italy off, hasn't he? He has a touch there and wraps his right foot around it, second 6-yard box. It's a tap in because he's predominantly left-footed. He comes back, and that's where all the bodies are. That's where all the space is condensed. Don't go back into bodies. They always say, come out from the bodies. So if the ball's on one side of the pitch, don't go central because that's where all the bodies are. Get yourself out on the other side of the pitch. Use the middlemen as pivots and come out. Spain moving the ball well, as you can imagine. What's his name? Azabayal is his name. Ooh, decent little ball to Pedri. Broke the lines. Olmo. No, it's not Olmo. Gone back. Overcooked it a little bit. Laporte. Garcia is going to be at Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta is going to look inside. Busquets. Oh, he's got to go inside there to Busquets. And why is he worried about? So Verratti, you can see very early, Verratti is basically they're just making sure that Busquets don't really get the ball because he's the one that will look to break lines. How can I put it? Attractive or exciting, probably the right word, as Busquets is. He is one hell of a midfielder. Unreal. Pedri moving the ball well at the minute. Spain really well. Ooh, see, that's where it's broke down for them, and that's because Italy are so good at defending. So they're getting good positions in and around the great turn that was earlier in the game. And in and around they get good positions in and around the final third. But because Italy are so organized, the ball is going to have to be inch perfect to get in behind. Inch perfect. And that might happen once in a game. Pedri on the off turn. What a ball! If he's oh my, what a ball! Look, they're just pressing high. It's 100 miles an hour in a minute. 100 miles an hour. Look at it. Love it. What a ball, everyone. He's broke the lines, Pedri. Azabayal, I think his name is. We'll just keep with Azabayal, yeah. Till I see his name again, I'll try and repronounce it. And his first touch just took him backwards. Terrible, terrible first touch. I'm not sure where he's offside, but he didn't look offside to me. I'm not sure where the flag went up, but he didn't look offside. But did you see the pace of when they lost the ball? They lost the ball, and the reaction speed was unreal. And for me, who was I talking to the other day? Someone was talking to the vets, and he was saying, "Fran, can you believe it?" Because whoever was watching me, my reaction was when I lost the ball or when the team lost the ball, I would run around like a madman. I spent nearly all my time running around. It's probably why I never scored in the box. A little bit of oof. That could be a corner. Oof. That goes to VAR, but don't think corners go to VAR on that. They're just going to look at this. Ayazabal. There you go. Ayazabal. Look at this ball here. You're thinking, how's he going to pass that? Boom. He's onside as well. Oh, his first touch. His first touch. He's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's onside. He's done everything right. See what I mean? I said they are a centre forward away from being the best team in the world again. They're a centre forward away from being the best team in the world. They move the ball so well that they don't even have to defend. They don't even have to defend because they move the ball that well. They're going to have to defend today. Obviously, they're playing an Italian team, but what a ball. I'm going to have to tweet. Let that tweet. I'm going to have to tweet. Sorry, people. I've just got my Italian friend on WhatsApp. Francesco is from Florence. Oof. Oh, he's dragged it. He expects better from Torres there. I'd expect better. Chris has put, we are going to have to use Sterling and Saka against the Italian defense. 6 free kicks per half. Hey, listen. No one likes pace. We've always said it, as you know. We've watched enough watch-alongs now together. No one likes pace. The only thing with the Italians is they're very, very disciplined. If anyone's ever seen Emerson for Chelsea when he has played or when he went on loan, I think. Sure, he went on loan. Did he go on loan to Newcastle? I'm not too sure. He was just getting forward and forward and forward. You watch the Italians, they pick their time. They do not go forward until they are in control of the game or in control of a percentage of the play. Olmo has done excellent, by the way, in this game so far. He's causing problems, and I can see why he's playing. Torres. Olmo has done well. I was a bit surprised that he was on the team sheet. Oh, he's in behind. Oh, it's overcooked again, but again, it's close. It's close. Goal. Where's the goal? Where? When he's had that bad touch. Oh, sorry, wrong stream. There ain't a goal. What stream are you watching? There's no other games, is there? Didn't know Lukaku played for Spain. Yeah, he's Lukaku in disguise. Unlucky. Yeah, he's. You know what? Is it unlucky or is it just bad play, Josh? You know, there's no reason why you shouldn't be bringing that in. And he's left-footed. You know, he's got a very, very good left foot. Very good left foot. Hey, he don't mean to do it. We've all been there. He don't mean to do it. Of course not. And was it slightly behind him? Maybe. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not sure the rest of Spain will. Oh, you know what? Busquets don't need to do that. Don't know if that's a free. Is that a free kick to Busquets first? No, it's a Barella's got a free kick. Let's have a look. So, oh no, to be fair, it's a bad. Barella dives in and don't really need to dive in, and then Busquets just he has a touch and it hits his other foot and it goes wrong, and then he just brings him down. So yeah, it's a free kick. Spain started well. Spain been a better team so far. Been a better team so far. That ball from Pedri. Oh, honestly. Grant's put, they say this will be the fittest ever Spain side in a few years because Enrique likes his team to be fit and have a lot of nutritions. Yeah. I mean, the way they keep the ball, it could be in. Could be in. Oof. The way they keep the ball, you've got to be fit. You can't keep the ball the way the Spanish team do if you're not fit. That's why a lot of teams can't do it. Because people think, oh, you're just keeping the ball. You can keep the ball and not move. Waste of time. Spain keep the ball and it's progressive and they get forward. Like you say, they kind of reinvented what the Ajax and the Dutch kind of brought to Johan Cruyff brought to Barcelona all those years ago, and they added a modern twist to it. But you got to be fit to play the way Spain play. Like Man City. Man City are probably the fittest team in the Premier League. Unbelievable, because you got to keep the ball. And keeping the ball is actually harder than running after the ball. People think it's not. Running after the ball, you keep your position. You're under no pressure to keep the ball. You're just running. Keeping the ball, you run, and you got to keep the ball, and your concentration is even double of when you've not got the ball. Corner to Spain. Get to the comments in a minute. Corner to Spain. Spain have been a decent, best team for me. Not many people score against the Italians from set pieces, so that didn't surprise me at all. Spain better than I thought they would be, trying to tie the Italians with possession football. Yeah, they are better than I thought be. But then what I like about them at the moment is a lot of us said they keep the ball, keep the ball with possession, but they're bombing forward. They're breaking the lines, bad touch. He's had a mare so far. He's been brought in. He's had a mare. His decision making has been shocking. Azerbaijan, absolutely shocking. But yeah, they're moving the ball really well, but they're attacking with it. That's what I like. I love possession football, but only when it's progressive, like your Man Cities, like Liverpool, when they were, like Barca, when they were at peak. Just true. It's important to have the right perspective. Yeah, of course. Everything's perspective. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong. It's how we perceive it. Each individual perceives everything in a different way. Oof. He's done well, he has, by the way, Elmo. I like him. He's on the front foot. Let's get a free kick away. Commentators curse. As soon as you say that. Chris has put, why do pundits always say possession football tires the opposition? That was the case with Wenger's Arsenal later this. You know what? It does. So it does. When you're keeping the ball, the opposition get tired because they've not got the ball. So their enthusiasm just to defend, it's not bad. He's got a little bit of legs on up. Oh, it's in. It's in. Could be 1-0. Where's the goalkeeper? Where's Simon? He's got to shoot. Why is he not shot? Free kick. Why is he not shot? Good play in the end. Simon's come flying out. I mean, he maybe thinks he's going to get it, but then he's caught in no man's land. So the Emerson and Barella, no, Emerson and I can't see who it was. Emerson pops it in. He's just a little bit behind, and then he's got to shoot. He's got to shoot there. He has to shoot. When you get an opportunity, shoot. Yeah. But it does. Even though, because when you've got the ball, you forget about the work that you're doing to keep the ball because you're excited to keep the ball. When you don't have the ball, your enthusiasm and your mindset is completely different because you don't have the ball. So mentally, you get more tired and physically. The teams that don't get tired, when you see a masterclass defense or a masterclass sitting in like Mourinho used to do, or Chelsea did sometimes this season, and hit people on the break, they're quite happy to do that work. But most teams don't want to do that work. So it's a mental thing that they get tired. You've all done, for example, you've all done a running session without the ball, correct? So when the gaffer says, right, stopwatch is out, 800 meters, 6 times, all right? You hate it. You absolutely hate it. However, if you did 800 meters, would take you about what, 2.5 minutes, say 3 minutes say 3 minutes, right? 8 times. If you did 8 keep ball sessions, or transfer it's called, and you did it for 3 minutes at a time, even though you'd be tired, you'd be buzzing because the ball's out and you'd be non-stop running. So it's more of a mental thing. And that's why when people switch off, they can see goals. Next put, prime Spain, we're world-class FG, Xavi, David Villa, Iniesta, Alonso, and Fabregas. Team was on another plan. Yeah, the best international team I've seen since... Best footballing team I've ever seen internationally, but the best team I've seen since France 98. And Tuban, you know, on Thuram, Petit, all those players. They weren't as, they didn't pass it like Spain. But for me, I'm a purist. I am get the ball on the floor football mad unless it has to go. I suppose that's my education of lower league football, you know, League One and League Two, that majority of the time, sometimes it had to go. So I've got quite a mix. Ooh, nearly in. Good game, people. 25 minutes. Some good football on show. Some very high quality football on show tonight. Spain nearly triple the passes of Italy. Expected. They hold every record, don't they, for passes and completed passes. Oh, someone definitely should have scored. Barella should have scored. And, here we go. Little Megs, a little clip inside. Italians have got back, moved the ball. Almo has done well this game. Aspilicueta out to... Will he make a good decision this time? Azebayo? It's got to be a foul. No, has he won it? No, they've won it. Italians won it, nicked it. They've got no one to get rid of it, though. Okay, so it's purely psychological. Obviously, fitness comes into it, but at the highest level, a lot of the time, it's a psychological thing, yeah. It's a psychological thing. You get tired. Bodies get tired, but you know what it's like. You know when you're tired and all of a sudden you want something, then you go and get it, whether you're tired or not. But when you're tired and you don't want something, you just say, you know what, can't bother with that. Grant Sport, I don't like this Spain keeper. They should have stuck with De Gea. Yeah, it's a strange one. Simon, De Gea's really gone off the boil. Oh, he's in. Pedri again. It keeps coming on. He saved it. Almost got an opportunity. He saved it. Can someone talk to me how bad this Azerbaijan kid is who keeps coming on his left? Listen, shift it to your right and swing it. Just shift it to your right and swing it. Like, what are you doing in your spare time? Are you not working on your right foot? International level. Someone's got to have a word. 2 opportunities now. He could have made the net bulge with his right foot. 2 opportunities. Yeah, De Gea, since his move to Madrid went through, he's just down tools, isn't he, at Man United? He really wanted that move, I think the second time, and he's just decided, I'm bothered. You got in the way of me moving to a dream club, Madrid. I'm not bothered. That's what footballers do. Because everyone talks about loyalty. It's the clubs that don't show loyalty when they don't fancy you. They just get rid of you and put you on the scrap heap. So don't expect players to show loyalty. Grant, yeah, I don't know why Enrique picked him over De Gea. I think it's purely form. I think it must be form. But Roberts, De Gea hasn't been good for a while now. Yeah. But De Gea could be good tomorrow. He just decided to fall out in Man United because he wanted to go to Madrid. Did I hear Jack Marriott's coming back? Yeah, he's signed. Jack Marriott is coming back. So sold him for $5 million, I believe, and got him back for free. 2 years later. Will he be the same as he was at Posh before? I hope so. He's a no-thinking centre forward. No Marcus Maddison to assist him though, which is it's a big difference because Marcus Maddison and him had infrared radar. Every time Marcus Maddison got the ball, Marriott was already on his bike. Without that, Marriott could make run after run after run, and no one could feed him. So, Italy have tried to play out Donnarumma's. He's one-on-one, Alma. They've got in, double touch. It's got to be a foul. That has to be a foul. Surely that's a foul, people. But they're not going to look at it. No, Almo's got up, but it looked to me like it was a free kick. Looked to me like it's a free kick. Yeah, so as for Mario, it'll be good that he's back, but hopefully he can get telepathy with someone else, another midfielder. They've put, I like football fast-paced with high intensity and full throttle. Yeah, I like that. But it has to be played by football. I don't like football that's fast-paced and they miss the midfielder. Drives me mad. Obviously, high intensity and fast football you can't get for 90 minutes. You can only have spells. But as long as you're controlling the game, you can then up the tempo, bring the tempo down. You're on the gauge. I want to see this free kick, what I thought was a free kick on the edge of the box, but we're not close. I thought it was more of a free kick than that because he slips on that one. So I thought it was more of a free, unless I get the first one. Nothing came of that. Brazil 97, we would be even a shout for the best international team with Pele and Co. I wasn't born. But obviously, when I was like, I don't know, how can I put it, 10, I would watch old videos. So that those would have been 20 years old. So when they won the World Cup and all that, and Zico and them lot, I still got the picture in my head now of the videos I used to watch. I used to have this Pele VHS, and it used to show you how to header a ball. Ironically, I hated heading, but it always used to show you how to head a ball, and you had a ball on a rope, and used to run up and head. Proper football, then, hey? Is he in? Nah, he's not quick enough. He's not quick enough, Simon. Chris, but we have Dembele who stepped up last season. Yeah, Dembele's good, but Dembele's he's not a Maddison. He's not as clever as Maddison for me. Dembele's a great dribbler. He's a threat. He causes problems, but he's not really going to get the ball 60 yards, get it, and zing 60-yard passes. He's not got that in his locker. He's a dribbler. He causes problems, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in the Championship because I think that's probably his level. When he's switched on, he can switch off a bit. But it's hard for wingers to always be in goals in games. I was a winger, weren't I? Sometimes you can go half an hour without touching the ball because no one gets the ball to you. So it's hard work being a winger in a team that don't pass a lot. He's on his own. Chiellini, using his experience. He could be his dad, couldn't he? Where are we? Yeah. Chris and Tony, absolutely. They were superb. My favourite World Cup when I was a small boy. Yeah, the videos and the highlights of that. Great talent, Dembele. Dembele's different class. Honestly, Dembele at Peterborough is different class. And no, I wasn't surprised there was a lot of interest in him. But I think the fact that Peterborough got promoted to the Championship now, he was never going to go Premier League. But Championship, he could cause a lot of problems in the Championship. Pitches again, a little bit better, bigger crowds, a lot more people watching. People start to look at you even more when you're in the Championship. Look at Ivan Toney. Look at all the players. When you get to the Championship, people start talking about you. Jack Grealish, Tyrone Mings. The amount of we could go through the whole England squad. I think half of them have played in the Championship. Oof! What's going off there? What's it going off there? Lorenzo's. Torres is a bit like, what's going on? It looks like they just clashed. I thought you meant Celtics Dembele. My bad. That's his younger brother. So the Celtics, you're on about the young kid, the small kid, Dembele. That Dembele there is the Dembele's brother who's at Peterborough, Sariki. Sariki's very good. But the one at Celtic has lost his way a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. I think all the hype was around him. When I spoke to Sariki was saying that obviously he was flying at one stage when everyone was talking about him, but he's not managed to get many games at Celtic. I think some people were saying he was going to go on loan. I don't know how sure Sariki was saying. But that's where the Celtic link came from for Sariki Dembele from Peterborough. So Celtic really, really wanted the Peterborough's Dembele to go and play with his brother at Celtic. He could easily play for Celtic. Celtic is, well, it's the Scottish Premier League. It's the bottom half of the Championship and top half of League One, to be honest. SBL. Why not have a shot from there? He's been really good, Alma. I've been impressed with him. Dembele's commonest player. He can get even better in the Championship if Posh start off well. Yeah, that my only concern is, when you go up to a level where you've come down, when your team's not going to be as good, you get starved of the ball and people start judging you. The prime example of this is when a centre forward goes into the Premier League with a team that has been promoted. So, for example, Ivan Toney is all of a sudden now going to get judged playing for Brentford in the Premier League. So people will say, well, he only scored 10 goals. Well, most people who play for Brentford in the Premier League only score 10 goals. Pookie, he only scored 5 goals, but he scores 25 in the Championship. So people start to think, well, that means he's not good enough. No. What it means is that his team's not good enough and they don't create any chances for him. That's what it means. So for me, I don't really judge centre forwards when they come up with the Championship team, because the reality is they're not going to score more than 15 goals a season. The reality, because they're not going to create many chances because they're going to be under the cosh for 90% of the time that they're in the Premier League. It's only when you go to a better team or a mid-table team that you start to get chances, hence you start to score goals. Because it's not that you just turn bad within 6 weeks of being the best player in the Championship to one of the poorest in the Premier League. It's that your team's poor. Oh, and Signe nearly gets in, has a little touch, and now it's great defending from Azpilicueta. Italy getting in the game a little bit at times. Chiellini comes out, drive. Always good when you see a centre forward come out from the back four. John Stones and Maguire do it ever so well. And Signe's just not got the pace, has he, or the power. But he's great on the ball. Both teams pressing high. This game's been good for me. 0-0, but it's been the kind of football that I want to watch. 0-0. Ooh, if he wraps that round the corner, if he sees that, he's in. I think Barella's made a third man running. And if Insigne, which I'm surprised didn't see it, wraps it round the corner, well, he's dummied that one, which is good play. Tried to get a 1-2, but they've got that wrong. Offside anyway. Where are we? Next put. Yeah, I rate the Celtic Dembele. I thought if he develops in the way I thought he would, he'd be a big player. Yeah, he's really stalled at the moment. Really, really stalled. It's a mental thing. Mental thing. He probably thought when all the hype was around him, they probably thought that he'd made it. All of a sudden, he didn't really do it in training. He didn't really do it in games. He didn't put the work in. All of a sudden, he's then left out of a few Celtic games. You can't understand why. His agent's blowing smoke up his arse, telling him he's the best thing since sliced bread, which is the worst thing you can do to anyone when they're not doing well. Feeling sorry for them and blowing smoke up their arse. But And that's what's happened with him. And he's lost his way, and he's just been big time out of favour at Celtic, hasn't he? Big time. And it's held him back. Held him back, unfortunately. Spain, little 1-2 around the corner. Busquets, Azpilicueta, and back they go. And they're quite happy to do that. Quite happy to do that, Spain are. Quite happy. They know that while you've got the ball, they can't score. Simple. If we've got the ball, the probability of us scoring is a lot higher than the probability of them scoring. A lot higher. I can tell you that. Grant Sport, Air Rangers signed John Lundstrom on a 3-year deal. I'm pure buzzing for next season. Yeah, I think he'll do well at Rangers. I really do. He kind of put tools down, didn't he, at United? Tools down. A lot of them did towards the end. Insigne in to Emerson. We know he's better going forward than he is defending. And that's a free kick. No? Wow, I thought that was a blatant free kick. No? Good pace, 36 minutes. I'm not sure they'll be able to keep this pace up. I can tell you that. Josh, I think they heard underwhelming comment and thought, yeah, I'll show him. I think they heard my they've still love to see Tony at Arsenal. Arsenal should have brought him. Arsenal should have brought him. When you go for Ben White for 50 million, right? Who's gonna be a better seller? Who's gonna be more beneficial to you as a football club? Striker who could potentially get you 20, 25 goals a year season at 24 will cost you 35 mil. Wages wise would cost you half of Ben White. All right. Ben White, England player, 20, 23, 20, I don't know, but he's early 20s, right? Retail, resell him, 80 million if he becomes England's best centre-half, yeah? Ivan Toney, if he scores 20 goals, he gets in the England squad. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he's worth what now? Ivan Toney is a better player than Dominic Calvert-Lewin, footballer, than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I can tell you that now. A better player. I've seen them both come through the leagues. Ivan Toney is a better striker than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. 100%. But you won't see it if he stays at Brentford. You'll see glimpses of it. But that's a free kick on the edge of the box. It was a blatant free kick. He never got it. Anyway, back to the comments. Craig's put, Franny, is the best chance for England to win a major tournament since 1966. 100%. You know, the last one when we got to the semi-final, we didn't face no one until the semi-finals. Okay? And it was a Croatia team who were very, very good. Yeah? What's Busquets? Oh, you know what? I can see why he's tried it, but it's the wrong area to try it. Just inside the Italian half is the wrong area to try a little drag back. Final third, try it all day. You got to keep it simple in there. Pedri. Oh, it's our mate again. It's our mate again who's had an absolute nightmare. It's our mate again. As about, you know, Osborne. I call him Osborne the way he's kicking them. Oh, he's had a mare. He's had an absolute shocker. He's had a shocker. Shocking 40 minutes, this kid. Morata must be thinking, how was he playing ahead of me? Because that's a great opportunity. But yeah, so going back to that, we didn't play anyone until semi-final. We played a good Croatia team. We got outclassed, let's be honest. This year, we only had Germany who were poor. Germany were not good. And then we had, then we've got Denmark, who will be, for me, a bigger test than Germany. In my opinion, I think they'll bring a different threat. And then we're going to have a proper team in the final, of course. But it's a one-off game in the final, if we get to the final. It's a one-off game. So you've always got a chance with one-off. Busquets dawdling on the ball again. He's got a free kick that time, but he probably shouldn't get a free kick. He's dawdling on the ball, Busquets. Dawdling. He's looking for options. He's got no options, so he has to keep the ball. Ferran Torres will be great for Man City next season. Yeah. Really shown towards the end of the season. He really shown some Some good stuff. Sports stream. I think that's maybe a little bit of spam if you want to go and stream it. I'm not sure. We'll get rid of that. Someone throwing spam in. Once we get busy and popular, by the way, I think we're going to have to get mods in and things like that, because there's always some idiots out there, aren't there? As we all know. I've accidentally blocked Craig. Craig, I've blocked you because I was blocking this Frick Samuel who was putting nonsense in the chat. I've blocked. I don't even know how you unblock in the chat, to be honest. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, Craig. Let me see at halftime. Halftime, I'm looking at Chris. Who's Prick Samuel? I don't know. He's been blocked, but he's gone and now I've blocked. Anyone know how you unblock someone from the comments? Because I've only ever blocked people, but now I've got to unblock Craig. So, Craig, I don't know if you're still watching. I hope you are. Tony's put, it's now or never for England. They will never get a better chance for the draw, etc. 20 final. Never, never, ever get a better chance. Never. Never get a better chance. Click the name FG and press unhide. Yeah, it's not letting me. I'm clicking on it. It doesn't let me do it. Chris, it's this old age with technology, mate. You don't have manuals these days. Do a little paper copy in the spare room. It's not letting me do it. I've got no idea why. Why? It's not letting me unblock Craig. That's strange. That is strange. No idea. Sorry, Craig. Sorry, mate. I'll figure it out. 42 minutes. Been a good game. Been a good game. I know there's been no goals. It's been quite tense. Both teams are going for it. That's a good thing. No one's really sitting on the back foot and waiting and hoping something happens. To be honest, both teams have gone for it, which is good to see. For me, it's good to see. I don't think the England game is going to be like this game, but not many people would think that. I could tell you that. Emerson, again, getting forward. Again, getting forward. That's what he is good at. We know he's a lot better going forward than he is defending. Anything around the corners, play 1-2. Surprisingly, he never plays for Chelsea. I mean, he plays Alonso ahead of him. Alonso, to be fair, is a goal threat. And Chilwell is a good defender. So he's like in between. He's great on the ball, but doesn't really score goals. And he's average at defending. So he's in between those two. That's probably hence why he's not playing at Chelsea. But why he's still there, I don't know. No idea why he's still there. No idea why he's still there. 43. Good half of football. Ooh. Busquets on Barella. Chiesa, who's not been able to open his legs, has he really, in this first half? Because we all know what he's about. He's an absolute steam train at times. Insigne. He would look for a little bit very clever. He should just, I don't know why. Oh, he's popped him in now. Oh, you see what Emerson's done? He's gone for a high net top. Saying the goalkeeper saved it. Has he hit the post? I thought his Insigne should have passed earlier. Do you? Do you think his Insigne should have passed earlier? Or was he waiting and waiting? No. Decent pass. Crossbar. Go high netting, to be fair. Look at Busquets again, trying his little feet. He's on the edge of his box. Love it. But if he gives the ball away, everyone goes mad. Shouldn't be doing it there. But I love to see it. I love to see it. Oh, it's great play if he gets on the end of that. It's got to be a free kick. Oh, it's half time. They're screwing because it was on break. Just going to nip to the loo, and then I'm going to come back and try and unblock Craig. Oh. Right. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to unblock him. I've got no idea. Poor Craig, cancelled by the Green Party. Yeah, he's been cancelled. Sorry, Craig. Thoughts on Buendia? Think he'll do well for Villa. Good attacking player. We all know what he's about. Probably a lot of people thought he was going to go to the Premier League when Norwich got relegated, but he switched on his head. He went and did a professional job. And it's a good sign, by the way, that he went back to the Championship and did it again. Very good sign. Grant, I can't see Spain keep up this tempo for 90 minutes. They will start to tie and it will pick them off. Yeah, it's got that written all over it on it because the tempo that Spain are moving the ball is unreal. FG, I'll contact you. I'll need some training before I get back into the league. Pass some of those techers on. Yeah, no problem, mate. Pass those techers on. Where are you based? Where are you based, Nath, anyway? I do not know. No, it doesn't even give me the option on this block, you know. Does not give me the option. Let's have a look on the phone. Let's have a look on the phone. How to see if I can find anything on here for you, Craig, mate. Doesn't even tell you. Doesn't even tell you. Complete guides. We can't do a complete guide on here, can we? That's well annoying. Idiot. Fickle Samuel or whatever put in streaming. We don't need a stream. It's on BBC and Nugget. Birmingham. Are you Birmingham? Yeah, it's not far from me. I'm literally what? I'm about half an hour from Birmingham. Spain shooting is only letting them down. They didn't do too badly. And to think people say they were underwhelming in this tournament. Yeah, they're good today. Better than Italy today. Spain showing what Spain are all about at the minute. Still sticking with initially prediction of 1-0. Yeah. As much as Spain have had all that ball, they need centre forward. They're a centre forward away from being the best team in the world. I know I keep saying it. Let's go into my settings. Let's see if go into the settings, see if we can see anything. No. Nothing in settings. This is a mockery. This ball there. Oh, that ball, eventful first half. Sure is. That ball there. Look at this. Breaking the lines. What a ball. I bet they're raving about it on the old TV, aren't they? But they're absolutely raving about that. She's winding me up now. Craig, I'm ever so sorry. why it has been blocked, and I do not know how to unblock it. And there's nothing I can do. I've checked the settings. I've checked everything. If anyone can help me out, knows how to unblock the comments, let me know. I don't think, because I'm in StreamYard and obviously you're watching it on YouTube, I'm not sure whether I have to go into YouTube. Let me go into YouTube. Might be able to do it on there. That's why I can't unblock you, maybe. Maybe that's why. We will see. We will see. But I think, like I say, I can't see us having a free one, to be honest. Can't see us having a free one. You know? I mean, a lot of goals for Spain to concede, and Italy at the minute. They have had, to fit, Italy are probably, would you say Italy have had the best chances? But maybe not. If you're looking at the chances now, Almo had that one. Ozzy Osbourne, we'll call him, had a decent opportunity. 2 opportunities. The one with his left where he should have been smashing it. Yeah. No idea to do it. No idea how you do it. But I'm trying to think of the Italian. The Italians have had 2 opportunities, haven't they? Spain have had 3. So Spain have been the better team, because you're looking at the highlights and all I'm seeing is Spain. Doesn't need that. I can see what he's trying to do. Just looking at that or not. I can see what he's trying to do when he's trying to bring it onto his left, Ozzy Osbourne, but it ain't. He's getting read like a book. Do you rate Luis Enrique as a coach, FG? I want to go all out for him when he was sat for Emre. Yeah, listen, Spanish legend. Like, it would bring so much good soccer to the Premier League. Look what Pep's done. Don't get me wrong, they're not all like that, but you know, he's Pep's good friend. I'm sure he played in the same team, didn't he? When they used to, that Barcelona kit. By the way, I don't know if anyone see it, the Kappa Barcelona kit, when we had R9, Pep, Luis Enrique. All the ones who know about the Kappa kit. Was it turquoise? Away kit as well. You know what? I might have to try and get that kit. The only thing I don't like about buying old kits, because I'm not a fan of buying kits. I've never really brought kits. I wouldn't really wear them anywhere. But they're not fitted. They're like baggy shirts, aren't they? And they look so unappealing if you go out. But if you had like a fitted Kappa Barcelona one, or a fitted, even an Argentina one, I know a lot of people are going to say, why would you wear an Argentina one? Because of Diego Maradona. But the kits are iconic. But they're just not, they're not appealing, are they? No, Spain had the better chances. Spain had a better team today. From YouTube forum. I've got no idea how you do it. Spain have had the better chances, but like you said, just like a finisher, probably cost them in the end. I think it will. I think it's what's going to cost them. Because Italy are going to have opportunities. That's a blatant free kick on the edge of the box. A blatant free kick on the edge of the box. Do you think if I log out, if I go off stream and come back on, because it would be classed as a new stream, would it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't be classed as a new stream. That Craig would be unblocked. Shall we try it? For Craig's sake. Shall we try it, everyone? Give me an eye if you think we should log off and log back in. Or leave the studio and come back in. Then again, I think the comments will still be the same, to be honest. Even if I leave the studio. I mean, even if I leave the studio, I think the comments will still be the same. Have you tried clicking on his... Yeah, I've tried clicking on his name and it just doesn't give me any option. Like, once they're blocked on here, because I stream through StreamYard, so I'm not sure whether you have to go on to YouTube and unblock him through the comments. I'm not 100% sure, you know. I'm really not 100% sure. Right, I'm going to leave the studio, but I don't think that's going to do much. The only thing the only thing we could do would end the broadcast and then restart again, but then we'll have to start all over again. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a pity as well. It's a pity, Craig. I know you're probably watching, but I apologize deeply. I apologize deeply. You might have to go on YouTube. Yeah, I might have to log into my YouTube. I tell you what, it might echo though. I don't sure whether it'll echo. Let's have a look now. Let me go into my YouTube. Tell you what, it might echo though. I don't sure whether it'll echo. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Let me put it. Yeah, let me put mine on silent. So hopefully you can't hear me on YouTube now, can you? YouTube may have blocked one of my comments where I copied and pasted it. Chris is saying, "Hey, YouTube is on it." Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if I can No, it doesn't let you do anything. Doesn't let you do anything, even on YouTube. And I'm logged into my own YouTube. No idea, Craig. I apologize. I really, really do apologize, but no idea where participants. No. Doesn't look like we can do it. Doesn't look like we can do it. I think I might have done it. I think I might have done it. Craig, if you are there, try and message, mate. I think I might have figured it out for you. Right, thoughts, everyone, on the first half. For me, get my thoughts out of the way now. Entertaining, footballing wise, Spain with a better team. Spain should be ahead, but I do keep saying it, and I think, imagine most of you can agree that I think it's going to come around and obviously kill them off because they don't have the centre forward. I think it's going to kill them off. So Craig, if you're still there, Craig, if you pop back on, he's probably lost his head and gone now and said, F that friendly green, mate. He blocked me. But he might come on. To be fair, England, I think, do you think England would be better against Spain, or do you think England would be better against Italy? I'm not sure who they would be better against. Spain were more attacking, yes. Italy contained them. Yeah, you would say they only managed to, after all that possession, they only managed to have one clear-cut chance, and the rest were half chances. But still, there was only probably 3 chances, weren't they? You would think the amount of ball that they had, they would create a couple of more chances. Nath is still sticking with his original prediction. Italy will win. I think you said, did you say 2-1, Nath? Remember this. Beckham, 2002 World Cup, 3-0. Was that Rio? Didn't Rio score then? Yeah, big Rio. Danny Mills. How did Danny Mills play for England? Hey? How did Danny Mills play for England? Beyond me. 2002 World Cup. What a World Cup. What a World Cup. What they're saying on the box. I'm trying to lip read. Can't see what they're saying. Nate said 3-0. But I have to concede it will not be that one-sided. Yeah, Italy to win 3-0 now would be, you know, Spain would literally just have to not come out second half, in my opinion, for them to lose 3-0. The way they've just dominated the first half, possession-wise, well, dominated it because they had the ball ridiculous. Triple, quadruple the passes. I think They'll be very disappointed, and I think Italy will be going in and saying to themselves, the good news is we've been poor. We've not been able to get the ball off Spain, but it's still 0-0. That's what a coach will be saying. That's what a coach will be saying. It's still 0-0. As for Spain, they're going to be a little bit downhearted from what's gone off. They're going to be a little bit downhearted. Hey, what's happening, Craig? My apologies. Honestly, my apologies. We blocked you. I don't even know if you realize that we blocked you accidentally. We didn't know how to figure it out. It took me 15 minutes to figure it out. We had to go into YouTube and unblock you. So my apologies. The reason I blocked you is because some idiot was putting links in for a stream. So we don't need to stream it. So my apologies. So Craig's put Franny, R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo were the best front three in world football. I can't argue. They were. R9 was strange. He was my hero, but age-wise, he was only, I think, about 4 years older. But I just was obsessed with him. Him and Thierry Henry, I was obsessed. I got the same boots as them. I used to drift out wide. I used to do the step over the goalkeeper all the time. Very rarely managed to do it in games because I lacked. I was fearful in games to express, but in training, those. And Ronaldinho was the most gifted footballer we will ever see. Messi is a second for me. Gifted footballer. What he does with a ball is just astronomical. In modern, I just can't believe what he does with a ball. But Ronaldinho and Neymar, to be fair, is probably one of the best natural players I've ever seen. Ronaldinho, the Brazilians, though, they play football with a smile on the face, and they don't really take it too serious. They play football. Football's not the be-all and end-all for them. Life, enjoying life, happiness is the biggest thing for a lot of South American countries. They believe in happiness over anything else, which for me is a beautiful way to live. And that's why they do whatever. And then they just go off the boil because they don't see it as important to them. They see it as a game. It's a philosophy. It's a good way to live, in my opinion. It's a peaceful way, even though I imagine it's not always peaceful coming from where they come from. But yeah, I mean, Rivaldo, Romario. I don't know if anyone remembers Romario. Chris might. Oh, Romario, what a goal scorer. Spain started off well in the 18-yard box. Italy closing them down again. As we know, Italy great at defending. It's going to be very hard to break Italy down. Very hard. Danny Mills was a Leeds player, confusing with Danny Murphy. He was a poor commentator and pundit. Yeah, Danny Mills was the Leeds player. Danny Murphy was a good player. But Danny Murphy is a pundit. I don't find him that bad, I've got to be honest, but he does tend to, he says a lot of facts and he does say a lot of truthful stuff, but I think his enthusiasm towards the game is a little bit dire, to be honest. Was R9 the guy that called Beaver because of his teeth? I think a lot of people did call him Beaver and Bugsy, but R9 was just best centre forward I've ever seen. Best centre forward I've ever seen. He made football look so easy. He used to run past people like they weren't there and do tricks in the flip-flap and go around goalkeepers where they weren't there. Unreal. Unreal. As in answer to your question, it would be better if England played Italy in the final. I could see only one winner. Yeah, you see, I think against Spain won't keep the ball. Italy might be a little bit full on, so it's more of who outworks who. That both will be very hard to beat. Very, very hard to beat. Him and Bebeto in the US World Cup. Oh, can you remember that? 1990, was that 94, wasn't it? 94 World Cup. Oh, mate. What a World Cup. I loved it. Italian 90, 94, 98, 2002 were all the World Cups that I remember. That was when I was a kid and started turning pro. Unreal. Unreal. Murphy is too cliche. Yeah, a lot of commentators on. It's very easy to, having been a commentator, and hopefully will be again in 6 weeks, it's very hard to not say the cliche things because that, growing up in football, they're the sayings. Insigne with a corner for Italy could be dangerous. into a good area, but no one. Oof. Has he got the pace? Emerson's got some pace. It's not a freak. It's not a foul. It's is in. Oh, is he helped him on? Oh no! Italians, as ever, very organised. Tidy up. Probably get out of here. Zip it around the corner. No, oof. Stray pass from Spain. They've started off this half. Oof. He's in. Oh, a little bit of luck then. Immobile, you know, we've not even mentioned him, but what he will do, he will keep chipping away and he will keep trying to get him behind. And Laporte here, who's made a tackle, heads it like My Little Pony against him, and he gets in. No offense if you like My Little Pony. I actually loved My Little Pony when I was a kid, believe it or not. It was the jam then. Well, Ozzy Osbourne, what's he going to do now? He could give the ball away, this kid. He's kept the ball. Almova, great ball on the back stick. Ooh, good defending in the end by Lorenzo. Great defending in the end. Sorry, Tom. I think this message, what a great ball. He's impressed me. Almo's impressed me because that's a great ball. Tony C didn't realize that Denmark won Euro and they didn't even qualify. Only got in as Yugoslavia got disqualified. Remember when Arsenal fans used to shout out John Jensen? Yeah, what a player. Remember when Yugoslavia were quite decent as well. If Brazil do not make techie ballers anymore, Neymar is the last of dying breed in my opinion. Jesus, Vinicius and Rodrigo, all average ballers. Yeah, I just think we only see certain types of players. I mean, if you watch them in the Copa America, I don't know if you've seen any games, you've caught them. There's some good players. Ooh, it's inches away from someone getting the end of it. But that's because football has changed, Nath. Football as a sport has changed. We don't get Gazas no more. We don't get Alan Shearer's no more. Kane's probably the closest thing. We don't get Beckham's, Paul Scholes. We don't get them no more because football's changed, I think. So you're not really going to get that type of player. Maybe in South America, they've kind of took that away from them. You know, maybe took it away because football has changed. Darren missed an open goal. Remember? Yeah. Just keep to singing. The days of Kaka, Ronaldinho, Adriano, Arno, etc. What a team that was. Yeah. Unbelievable football. Football is best. Football at its best. But like I say, a next generation will look at this football and they'll think that that's good. People look at Sancho and people look at Mbappe and say, oh my God, they're amazing. Those two won't get nowhere near, you know, the French 98 team. Well, nowhere near the Brazilian teams, you know? Nowhere near. But modern day football, those players are good, you know what I mean? That's why sometimes as older folk are a little bit critical of these players because they're a shadow of the players that came before them. Because football's changed. That's all. Football has changed. Socrates in the late 70s and 80s. Oh, Socrates, if you any of the young ones, even me, you know, I was born in 80. But Socrates, go and have a look at some videos of Socrates. Someone will have put some YouTube together of Socrates. Or that 70s Brazilian team. Unbelievable. Oh, he's got an opportunity. Busquets has gone for the far Gerrard one. He's not quite got it. He's standing. He's gone for the far netting where you give it the eyes, and he's overcooked it. Spain cannot afford to keep missing these chances. They have dominated this game. But the lack of striker is going to cost them. I'm going to tweet it. Spain dominating, but that lack of striker might not do it this time. Only takes a half chance in Chiesa. We know he's always on the back foot, always trying to cause problems. He's been very quiet this game. That's because the Italians have very rarely gotten any decent opportunities. Let's be honest. Spain have been by far the better team. But we've seen Spain be the better team so many times and not won and struggled because of their lack of finishing in front of goal. I mean, you've seen it with Croatia. They dominated Croatia. And look what happened in the end there, you know? Nath Potter don't like modern day football, to be fair. No, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. That's why every so often when someone does something great, I'll buzz. But you see passes like the Pedri or the goal like Insigne the other week. That was a regular thing. That happened in most games before. Now no one takes any risks. So we get excited when someone takes someone on, you know. We just don't see it enough, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The only people I see do it is Messi, and Messi is, yeah. Well, we won't go into that debate, but the best thing I've seen footballing wise ever for me, Ronaldo was my favorite player, R9, but he could do what Messi did, but for nowhere near as long. Like Messi's done it every single year since he was 18 years old. Every year. It's incredible. Grant's put, that's why I hate young players, hype next Ronaldo or next Messi, because they will never reach those levels. No one. You know what? When Maradona finished and Pele finished and people were like, no one will get near them. Didn't really have one for a long, long time. Then we had other good players who were like that next level down, but they were superstars. R9, I've not seen anyone get near R9. And then we had Messi and Ronaldo, and we won't see people get. I'll be lucky if we get to see anyone near Messi and Ronaldo for the next 10 years. There may be another kid who's like 10 now, who in 10 years will start his career, and potentially by 20 years we would have seen someone as good. But it's going to be hard, especially Messi. Messi's something you don't see. You don't see. Maybe every 50 years, if we're lucky. You just don't see a Messi. Grant, that's why I hate it when young players get hyped. We've done that. Bus gets close, very close. A good opportunity that was, Josh. Chiesa to Arsenal. Are you listening there, dude? I wish. I hate modern day football as well. I swing O'Hara, say Foden is better than Gascoigne when Gazza was levels ahead. Different era. Foden is top. But the problem is they always have to compare him to someone. Foden is our best English talent, as in the closest to being an absolute world superstar at the moment, because of the way that he plays, his style of play, his persona. That's why he's at Man City. Globally, he's seen across the world. However, to compare him to Gascoigne, they've got to compare it to someone. It is harsh. It does my head in, like, compare him. He hasn't got the legs, but he's managed to get it. Can he not jink in again? Torres, I think he's got more in his locker there. He's got a little bit more in his locker. Spain are dominating this game. If this was a boxing match, it'd be Fury against Wilder at the minute. It's Italy are on the ropes. On the ropes. Yeah, but to compare him to, you can say, oh, you see similar attributes, and I can see him go in that way. But to say he plays like him, they don't play nothing like each other. Gascoigne didn't do what Foden does, and Foden didn't do what Gascoigne does. Completely two different players. But I get it. They got to do it, haven't they? They got to compare him with someone. Check out Rivellino, spelling Italian striker, 97 World Cup. He was good. Not seen him, to be fair. Mine's Toto Scalacci, Baggio, that era. Then Del Piero later on. They've been caught out. Italy. You know what? Italy are normally always on the front foot in this competition. They can't with Spain because Spain have the ball all the time. Oof. That's why, because Spain have the ball. Number one rule in football: if you have the ball, the opposition cannot do anything. If you're poor on the ball and you keep giving the opposition the ball, they can do something. That's why possession football is so important. But people are like, oh, well, I don't care about possession football as long as we win. You might win the odd game, but over the course of a season, over the course of a longevity of a career, you're going to lose more than you're going to win. The odd game, it might work, but you're going to lose more than you're going to win. Majority of the time. You might have the odd season where you do well, but longevity, development, progress, you're going to lose a lot more than you're going to win if you keep giving the ball away. It's inevitable. Fran, how was Gus Romario finishing? It was a joke. It was a proper fox in the box. You know, the modern day center, the old school center forward, where literally he didn't come out of the 18-yard box. He did not come out of the 18-yard box. And he used to toe poke it. If he got half a yard, he would toe poke it because the goalkeeper can't set. Goalkeeper can't set. Edo will book you a holiday, but forget about his signings. Edo's a waste of space. This guy's a waste of space. Oh, he speaks well. He's intelligent. He's well educated. So that's why we'll give him a certain job. That's got to be a free kick. No, the ref's been good, you know, to be fair. The ref's been good, but I also think sometimes he needs to give free kicks when not free kicks. Yeah, but Edu. It's like anything. It's like the guy who's head of who's chairman, they're in. Immobile could be behind. And Laporte, who hasn't made a tackle all tournament, makes one, and it could have helped him out. Oh, it's a goal 1-0 against the run-up play. Chiesa, is it Chiesa? It's Chiesa. I told you, I knew it. I told you. Chiesa, I knew it. Chiesa would score. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We've just tweeted it. Just tweeted it. Didn't I? Not being able to finish will cost Spain. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you thought that was going to happen. Wow. That is against the run of play. Against the run of play. Wow. Seen it coming. Italy hardly been in the game, but they have finishers. They have finishers. And Spain don't. And Spain don't. That, my friends, is a prime example of if you don't have a goal scorer, you don't score goals. It's as simple as that. When people were saying drop Kane, imagine we drop Kane. We won't score a goal. We won't score a goal. Sterling got the 3 goals, but Kane was probably involved in those goals. We would not score a goal. And you need to finish your chances, and Spain can't believe it. They can't believe it. They need a centre forward. They need to go and produce a centre forward. Or whoever, and Luis Enrique needs to go and have a look at all the centre forwards that are playing in Europe or in the world. And he needs to go and think, who got me a centre forward? 61 minutes and now they bring a centre forward on. Who couldn't hit a barn door, by the way. Not a barn door. Yes, Nathan, that's right. And he'll probably give him 100 grand a week. Yep, I do. Yes. Oh, yes, Chris. Told you, suck up the pressure and then score. Italians. It was right. You could see it. You could see it from a mile off. Spain dominating the play. Can't score. Italy can score, can finish. They'll go down the other end with half opportunity and score. Football is very, very simple. Very, very simple. These are the rules. Keep the ball from the opposition. When you get in the final third or you get an opportunity, hit the target and eventually it will go in. They're the fundamentals of football. People overcomplicate football. And if you've got players who are not good enough, can't pass the ball, can't get in the final third, can't deliver a cross, can't hit the target, then you don't play. You don't play. That's it. You don't play. Spain now will up the tempo even more, should cause some problems. But now all of a sudden, the Italians, if you thought they was defending well before, right? And I didn't think they were great defending. Got to be honest, Spain were just shocking in front of goal. If you think the Italians have something to defend then, wait until you see them defend now. For this half an hour, do not be surprised if someone cuts their head open and you've got the old bandage going on. You're not going to score from a set piece. So you might as well forget that. And you might as well just keep doing what you're doing, Spain, but create some chances for Morata now. Morata's the only one, believe it or not, who's going to be able to score a goal. Morata's the only one. What's the best goal you ever seen in the Euros? Mine was Van Basten volley, 88. Van Basten volley. Didn't see it live, but over the years to come, the Van Basten volley for me was the best goal I've ever seen in the Euros. What I can remember as well. Trezeguet's for the golden goal, I think, as well, was good. But Van Basten's was just a joke. He meant it as well. Most people would just try and hook it back there. I would, but he meant it. Great strike against the run of play. Oh, massively against the run of play, but that's football. Tony C is a clown. Still don't understand why he got rid of Francis, who was a good scout, found many gems. Listen, you know why? Probably he wanted to bring his own players in, Nathan, and his own people in. So they get rid of the people who can jeopardize that position. Looks better finish second time round on the replay. It's a great finish. Good finish. And Laporte made a tackle, by the way, but it was My Little Pony one. It was sliding, a little touch when he should have put the player in the stand with the ball. And then that chance don't fall to anyone. Oh, they're in. They're in. So, oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's Ozzy Osbourne again. He's the worst player. Honestly, he's got to be the worst Spanish player I've ever seen. He's the worst Spanish player. The worst Spanish centre forward I've ever seen. Look at this. He's the worst player I've ever seen. I've got to tweet it. He's the worst player. I'm sorry, people, I've ever seen. Next, but Chelsea is a quality. Chiesa, sorry, is a quality player. Heard about him since he was at Fiorentina, but seeing him at Juventus made me see he's very good. Surprised he was subbed the first couple of games here, but he's really grown in the tournament. Italians are good at playing chess on a football field. They're very good. Just look at the way they are. Don't get me wrong. Spain should be 3-1 up. And now they've got to try and come from behind. But like Chris said, he's just missed a header in the center of the goal. He's a top. This is the highest level you can play at football. He's here again. He gave the ball away again. He gave the ball away again. Get him off. I'm not even Spanish. Get him off. He's disgusting. He's winding me up. He's winding me up. Get him off. He's so bad. It's unbelievable. He's so bad. I can't believe it. I mean, if I think he's bad, the Spanish team, but he can't be in the next squad. Nath put, yes, FG typical, so we get rid of people who don't know. That's football, though, Nath. That's not just Arsenal. That is football. He's got to be scoring that. Listen. Worst thing is, he's missed the ball. Spain went from Class Torres Villa to Morata. Hey, Morata could end up scoring here. Because as bad as Morata is at front of goal, he scores these two chances that Ozzy Osbourne's had. He scores them both. The one in the first half that's dragged behind him, he scores that. And then the header, he plants that in the back of the net. Luis Enrique made it looks like this cost him. I'd have rather played Morata. I was surprised, by the way, that Morata weren't playing. Chiesa's on a run again. He's on a mad one. Could be 2-0. Is he off? No? Could have been 2-0. It could have been 2-0. All of a sudden, Italy are in control now. As you would expect, the goal changes everything. The goal changes everything in football. The psychology, the momentum, the enthusiasm, the confidence, the willingness to win, the hunger, the fear. It changes everything in people's minds. Everything. Spain have dominated this game. And not only have they dominated this game, people, this is what I find madness. They've not only dominated the game, they've created 3 chances that anyone should score at any level, any level. And they've managed to fluff all three of them. And now they're 1-0 down. But it baffles me. Imagine Luis Enrique must be sitting there thinking, what more do I need to do to win this game? But for me, he's got to have used his knowledge or whatever and got a better striker in. You mean to tell me that Spain have not got a number 9 around the world? Around the world, who could have played in this Spanish squad? I'm bringing Adama Traore on now. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing Adama Traore on now, and I'm saying, off you go, son. Off you go. The Italians won't live with you. Off you go. Off you go. Cause something. Mayhem. Make a hero of yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting Adama Traore on, and I'm just telling him to run and cause absolute chaos. That's what they need, and that's what Italy won't want to face. So Italy won't want to face. Thank the Lord, Obiello, whatever his name was, gone, and Marino's on. Now he can score a goal. Rodrigo's on, who they took off. Trying to see now. Okay. Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzy Bali or whatever his name is. He should have gone a long time ago. He's wound me up. He's cost Spain, he has. I don't care. I'm dragging him. When he misses that header, I'm dragging him straight away. I'm saying, I'm sorry. There's no, nighttime dreams mattress here. You get off. Spain are capitulating. Italians are very, very good. They will be very hard to beat. Very hard to beat. Very hard to beat. And if you don't finish your chances, even harder, because Spain should be 3-1 up. If it's against us, then we need an early goal to drop their confidence. Yeah, you need an early goal. You need an early goal. Because goals changes everything. And while you don't get a goal, Italy can stick to their plan, like their plan tonight. Don't get me wrong, they've rode their luck tonight, big time. Spain should be winning this game. They've rode the luck tonight. But free kick. But look at Donnarumma. Get up. He's 6'7", Fanny. Honestly. Oh, he's got a little nudge in the back. Look. Little watch. Turns around. Like to say, you can't touch me. Get a grip. They've put, I know it's just not Arsenal. They're definitely one of the worst clubs in the world worst run football clubs in the world. Bad practice after bad practice. Yeah, they've gone. Hey, everyone was screaming for Wenger to get out. Yeah, I thought I never did. I thought it was disrespectful, but a lot of people were. Jashar, thanks ever so much for popping in. Thanks for giving me the like. I know you're using Curtis's stream as well. I'm not sure whether you're in the stream now. And Italy, obviously now, probably going to get another goal because the holes are going to open because Spain have to go forward. Football is going to Rome. England won't need an early goal because they won't get to the final. Bob, I will forget the first bit. Bob, maybe not. We don't know. Maybe not. You know, Denmark, can't write Denmark off. Home. Off. It's coming home to Italy. Come on, lads. I wanted Spain to go through, to be honest. I like Italy, but Spanish football for me is the best football. But they ain't got a centre forward. And it's cost them dearly. It's cost them dearly. Could end up being 2-0 this because they're just going to hit them on the break. Spain may now. Woo! Goalkeeper, what's he doing? What's he doing? Semi-final, he's doing that. 2 subs now. Energy from Italy. Energy. What's my Italian mate saying? I bet he's going absolutely mad. He speaks to me in Italian and I have no idea what he's saying. So I have to translate it later on. Anyone know Italian? Anyone know Italian? Se la famiglia sta buen la tua? Se la familia. I imagine that's something to do with my family. Buen is good. Latue. Okay. Anyone know any Italian? Jashar's put, yeah, I'm here, bro. Did you catch up with Locatelli joke on Curtis's stream? No, I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I'm not sure whether Curtis will drop me the link to. He might want us to go on after, depending how much he wants to speak about this game, whatever. Maybe drop it in his chat to get me on after, see what he says if he's staying around. Grant's put, the Italian coaches of Mancini are like the Italian mafia with those suits. Well, you know the Italians. They always look suave. Always nice to look suave. There's a nice show in Fiorentina, fashion show called Petit Umar. I don't know if anyone's Umar. Oof. Struggles at the back with Simon. And like I'm into suits. I don't need to wear them now. Obviously, I can work from home. But and the Italians, they've got it bob on, and there's a great fashion show. Chris is but talking about top goals. Remember Bergkamp's goal against the Argies? Wasn't that like 20? When was that? 20 years ago? 18 years ago? Can't remember. One of the best goals of World Cup. One of the best goals. One of the best goals of the World Cup. The first touch, the ball, first of all, the first touch is frightening. The first touch makes the goal, and then the second touch, he just pops it inside. Copy and paste that into Google Translate. Yeah, I have to go on Google Translate. That's what I have to do. Then I have to reply to him. Grandpa, I did Italian at school, but I didn't pay attention. Si, senor. I know that bit. Oui, très bien, is it? Or is that French? I think that's French. Joshua, Locatelli, do you have Champions League MA? No. Locker, do you have European MA? No. Locker, sorry, I don't want to play in the Conference League. That's a relief. We're not in that earlier. We're not in that either. Hello, are you still there? Yeah, exactly. 98, yeah. What a game. Yeah, that Locatelli joke. That's the thing, though. When Edu and Arteta are phoning you, oh, you're in the Champions League? No. You in the Europa League? No. I don't really want to play in the Conference League, what they've just made up. Well, don't worry, we're not in that either. Yeah, phone's down, red button. I know some of Italian, but I'm a bit rusty as I'm not done it since high school. Yeah. I need to learn another language. My wife, to be fair, wants to move to Spain, so I need to start Spanish. Get the little boy playing the Spanish way. Oh, they're in, but they're not scoring from there against Donnarumma. I can tell you that. You're not scoring from there. A little bit wide. Yeah, it was quite funny. It was true, though. It's true, though, isn't it? He's not picking up the phone. Yeah, but Locatelli's not coming to Arsenal when you tell him that we're not in any European competition and it's just the Premier League and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. No, Trents. Corner Spain. You're not scoring a set piece against Italy. You've had your chance to Spain. You should be free. You should be 3-1 up, right? Maybe 3-2, right? But you can't finish your dinner because you ain't got a proper goal scorer on the pitch. You subbed your only goal scorer, is in you made him sub, and you played Ozabayal, who's played more like Ozzy Osbourne, who is terrible, and I've never seen a centre forward as bad as him. Honestly, I've not seen a centre forward at this level as bad as him. He was terrible. Morata must be scratching his head before he came on thinking, how have I been dropped for this clown? That's what I'd be saying. Junior Bloodfire, hope you well, mate. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. We put Fran, yes, brethren. I'm here late. A little like Curtis, laugh out loud. Yeah, Curtis always off. He's on yard time, black man time. You know what? A thing about that, as a culture, quickly, we make a joke about being late as black people, fashionably late or whatever. And it's kind of been in our culture for centuries. But you know what? As I've got older, I've realized that being late is like the biggest disrespect. So my apologies if I'm ever late, and I will apologize. But as I've got older, my kids the other day while I was rushing around, and my kids were like, what's the matter? And I said, well, I'm out of sync. I had to do something, and I was late to pick my other daughter up. And I went, well, Dad, you've been late for like 38 years. I'm like, yeah, I know, but now self-development, you can't really be late. So I try and not be late because it's just not nice. It ain't nice, You can be late though, coming into a stream. You can come in when you want. Morata maybe could have had. Well, Morata would have scored them. Chiesa scored, Junior. Chiesa scored, good goal, kind of on the break against the play. Spain have dominated the game. Chiesa, as the chat's already saying, Chiesa scored. To joke. Arteta can offer 8th place in the league. But I don't think we're going to get 8th. I don't think we're going to get 8th. They're saying, blessed to everyone, to Jashar. You lot are having a chat. Fine when you lot have a chat, it's problem. It's fashionable to be late as a guest. I think, yeah, that's the thing with black people. We always go to the party. And not just black people. I think a lot of people are. Suppose because you don't want to be there early and you want everyone to see your outfit or how suave you're looking. I think that's why people do it. So when you're the host, you can't be late. Half chance again. Ooh, he's gone for the bottom corner. It's a hard skill to put it around the... So if you're going to an event, be late all day. Be late all day. Make sure you're looking on point because everyone stares at you. But if you're the host, like you say, you can't be. You can't be, can you? 10 minutes left, people. Possession-wise, wow. 63%. They've had more attempts, but they've only had 2 on target. Oh, he's in. He's in. Morata's in. Here's his chance. 1-0. I told you Morata would score. I told you that he should have started. Well deserved. Well deserved. It's a magnificent finish. It's a magnificent finish. Honestly, what a goal. Why Morata was dropped, I don't know. Yes, he's been average, but he's better than sub. Great finish. Great 1-2. Great composure. Game on, people. Game on. It's a great finish, you know. It's a great finish. And you know what? Morata's been getting a lot of stick. Morata's been, even his family, I think, were getting a bit abuse. And then he scored the goal that put him into, he scored the first goal in extra time against Croatia that puts them through. And now he scored the equalizer in the semi-final. And Spain, let's be honest, Spain before that goal, look a team. Like, a lot of people were thinking this was over. I thought Italy would trounce the way Spain have been playing. But, mate, Spain turned up today, footballing-wise. Spain turned up. And if Italy get tired and Spain now have got another 10%, all of a sudden the game just becomes wide open. Morata, the hero, didn't expect that. Adama coming on. Bloodfire. All right, thanks. We know how football is. Now that they score Spain, it's all possession, we'll lose. Boom. Didn't expect that. And you know what? They've nearly scored. They've nearly scored at the back stick. You know what? I've got to be honest, I didn't expect them. I didn't expect them to score. I thought Italy would make sure that they didn't get any opportunities because they've been solid. But the little 1-2 destroyed them. I want to see a blueprint for Arteta next season, a style of play we recognise. Seems to me like he doesn't trust many players in the team, hence why he sets the negativity. Well, he's getting his own team in now, isn't he? So great finish, Tone. Great finish. Junior, next foot, good one. Yeah, I can't see it. The Italian defense is human after all. Yeah, it is. 1-2 round the corner. Anything in the air, then it's game over. Nate Bloodfire, our squad isn't the best. Who said I was joking? Listen, I don't know what's going to happen with Arsenal. I can see Spain winning it now. Momentum would tell you, well, I would say they've been in control of the game anyway. But now momentum, now they've got back in the game when they think they're losing it, especially on 82 minutes. You would think now they just got to keep doing what they're doing. Because one thing I did like, and I like about Spanish football, they don't change. They don't change. They just keep playing the way that they play, their philosophy, and then they just believe in what they're doing. Grant, send him off. It will cost me 50 in the sweepstake. He's in again. Morata's done more, by the way. Morata's done more in 10 minutes. Oh, it's a bad ball back to him. It's a bad ball. Gerard Moreno, is it a bad ball or Italy just got in? He wants to run in it first time and smack this with his right for me. Moreno, like I said, Morata's done more in 10 minutes than Ozzy Osbourne done in the whole game. Yeah, for me, Moreno's waiting for it to come to him. If he runs on with it and spanks it with his right, it's a goal. Locatelli and Belotti are coming on now. Some good substitutions, those two. Chris has put those Italian Roman centurions in the crowd. Imagine if German fans dressed as Nazis. Yeah, a lot of people don't think of that, do they? I think it's a lot. People, if they would go over history, they would say, well, the centurions did this and the Germans were different. But at the end of the day, the goal was the same, weren't it? To take over land and create one race and create one cult, you know? So deep down, that's the truth. Aspilicueta's coming on. Kid's not bad, you know. Llorente, he's not bad. He came on the other day and caused a few problems. But Spain, for me, Spain should be ahead. Let's be honest. No one can say Spain shouldn't be ahead. They should be. And as soon as, no coincidence that as soon they bring us a half decent striker, let's be honest, Morata's not bad. He's a half decent striker. As soon as they bring a half decent striker on, they get a goal. But it's a good finish. It's a very, very good finish, people. You've got to be honest. It's a very, very good finish from Morata. Good 1-2 on the edge of the box. The only way really you're going to break Italy down. So if England do get to the final, one thing they've got to look at is you've got to move the ball quickly in and around the box. If you move it slowly, the Italians will get in shape. They will get in their holes and you won't break them down. If you move the ball quickly, you've got an opportunity because that's where the goal came from. So move the ball quickly. They massacred a lot more than the Nazis. Sure did. They sure did. Morata, well done, lad. Making me humble pie. It's absolutely delicious. Shut me right up. Still don't rate him, though. Let's rate him. Rate him is hard, isn't it? It depends on, everyone perceives rate as different, don't they? Different levels. Rate him. Is he world class? No. Is he a great striker? No. Is he a decent striker? Yeah. So it depends on what you do, as how you rate players, really. Do you know what I mean? This kid's been fantastic. Pedri. What a player. If you didn't know about him, by the way, he wasn't even a pro 12 months ago. What a player. Unbelievable player. Technician to a T. Munzi's put, come on, Spain. If we get to the final, you would rather Spain than Italy in the final. I think Spain would absolutely bop us off the park, to be honest. But they might struggle to score. But I think, oh, there's Morata. There's Morata. He's back. Runs it out of play. But I think Spain would absolutely play us off the park. I'm just not sure they would be clinical and score any goals. In a final, Spain would turn up big time. Turn up. Big time. Most people are expecting an England and Italy final. Munzi's put Spain and Denmark final. He reckons Spain and Denmark. Interesting. I rate Laporte as a defender. His quality, but with how stacked French team is, it's unlikely he'd get in that team, but Spain pulled off a masterstroke getting him. You know what? I don't rate him. I think anytime he's faced with any proper defending, he buckles. Yeah, I don't rate him, to be honest. I don't think he does okay for Man City. Obviously, he doesn't play for Man City a lot. But yeah, I don't rate him, to be honest. I don't rate him. What was that from? I know. Back to Morata. Maybe Morata is one of those players who plays much better for his country than he does his club. Yeah, there's loads of players like that, isn't there? There's loads of players. But that's down to, a lot of that is down to because your club team is a lot of the time better than your international team. So that's why they may not play around you. But Spain are better than most club teams, let's be honest. To be fair, I think Spain are probably better than any club team in the world. If Spain were a club team, they'd be the best club team in the world. Like the Everton keeper. Chris has put, Craig's put, Fran, another fantastic stream once again, bro. Keep on doing your thing. Hey, Craig, really appreciate it. I also appreciate you sent me a personal message as well, which was fantastic. And a couple of you sent me some personal messages, and I appreciate them to keep going. And it's what makes it grow, you know. At the end of the day, these channels, they don't work without you being here. They just don't work. So, you know, yes, I have to put the work in, and yes, I have to deliver the content. It's humble, but he said get up accidentally. But no matter how much work I put in, it don't work without you coming on board. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And I'm sure you'll be here for a long time in the future. And I can't thank you enough. I really can't thank you enough, honestly. It's like, you know, for me, it's like when I was playing and you would get up, you would get to the ground and people would ask you for your autograph. I did a charity match the other day and I was signing autographs still. And that feeling of someone's excited to listen to you or see you or ask you for something, for me, this is a little bit like that. It's not the same because you're not playing, but to come in and people ask questions and interact and, you know, sometimes help people through their day or through their night or make people's day, it's really good. So I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I was joining Spain versus England final. You think Spain versus England? It's handball, but in today's rules, is that classed as handball? Because the ref's seen it. The ref knows it's handball. It's Denmark and Italy final, Junior saying. Munzi's joking. Tony C, I've changed my mind. I'd rather Italy in the final. If England get their base on tonight's game. Listen, all day. Italy all day in the final. Will Italy be hard to break down? Yes. Will Italy be more of a threat? How can I put? As in up against us? Yeah. But Spain are clever technicians who play perfect football at times. And sometimes you just cannot stop the triangles, the 1-2s. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Fair play, FG. Respect your opinion on Laporte. Of course, yeah. It's a game of opinions. All it is opinions, you know. Chris, being of an older generation, I have no idea how to send personal messages. I think you can just you can have a go on Twitter, I think, or you can just put it in the comments on YouTube as well. Sometimes that's a tackle. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what Busquets is doing. That's the third time now he's been caught on the ball. Ooh, I thought he shot there when it left his foot. On this phone, yeah. Technology. You know the problem is with technology. Changes every week. Every week is something new, like with technology. That's why I came off like on Instagram had stories, yeah, this, yeah, that, yeah, this, yeah, that. Then Twitter had stories, WhatsApp had stories, Facebook. I just thought there's just too much going on. So Twitter to say my opinion on football and stoic stuff in the morning. Good morning, how are you? Little quotes. Don't really get into political stuff or anything like that because everyone knows everything on Twitter. So and YouTube, because I think it's good. And once I think you get to 1,000 subscribers, I believe I can do like shorts. So, you know, I can do Instagram videos. I think you can do shorts on here. So I can say, by the way, what's happening, everyone? I hope you're well. Look out for this video, or here's 5 facts of footballers, or whatever. But now, listen, full time. We're going to extra time, baby. We are going to extra time. So I need to go and fill up some water, go and take a leak. Make sure you fill up some water, get some Jaffa cakes for extra time. Let's go. Still got blueberries. Oh, I can't make it. I've got my hands full. I'm back, people. I am back. Let me know if you got anything. My son's at my Jaffa cakes. So let's go healthy. Blueberries. Get us through. Blueberries. So what we're saying. Where are we? Any more comments? Chris is saying that he's on a laptop. Nath, I'm going to try and help you. What I meant was that you were sending the personal messages. All right, yeah. So what you can send the personal messages on. That weighted ball back to Morata. Key. And the first touch. That first touch. Perfect. Composure. Absolute. If you can hear me chewing, forgive me. I'll come away if you can hear me chewing. Now the game changes. What we're going for, people. What we're going for. This is hard. This is hard. Listen, you don't want it to go to penalties if you're Spain. You do not want it to go to penalties if you're Spain, because I think the Italians will be better at penalties than Spain. They've been shocking, haven't they? Absolutely shocking. Junior's gone for Italy 2-1. I think Italy are going to win it in extra time. Right? You okay, wife? Oh, I thought the wife was there. the way it's going, I think Spain are nicking this. By the way, when I eat my blueberries, can you hear me eating them from here? Need to make sure. You don't want to listen to someone eating. We're underway. We are underway. You know what? You know what I want to see, and I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see both teams. I think we're going to see both teams try and win the game. You know, sometimes when you see teams and it's like extra time, and they just walk around in extra time. Almo, he's been good for me. He's been good. He's impressed me a lot. He didn't really play a lot in the group stages and after in those games, I don't think, but he's impressed me a lot. I was in Spain when they won the World Cup in South Africa. That night was mental. Crazy. Remember the South African World Cup? I went to South Africa not long after that World Cup on some charity work. I went to the free kick from Spain. Not very often you score against the Italians from a set piece. Free kick. Yeah, I went to South Africa. When did I go? 2012? 2012? 2011? Can't remember. 2010? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, I don't think it was that long after the World Cup. And I went with charity to go into the townships to do with football and things like that. Now, the townships, obviously, not many people get the opportunity to go into townships because you would not come out alive. But police escorts, all that. So for me, it was an experience of a lifetime. And South Africa for me was a beautiful country, but with the race divide and the rich and the poor, I just couldn't sit right. The whole time that I was there, I was just felt uncomfortable because at night we would be down where the yachts are. We went Cape Town, and then in the day we would be in these townships which were 20 minutes away, and you know, these families with nothing and in shacks, and it was crazy. Obviously, we had to have a police escort. It was guns and violence and kids with balaclavas all over the place. But as soon as they knew that we was there for charity, they just relaxed everything and welcomed them with open arms. So South Africa was a strange country to me. It didn't feel right. Didn't feel right at all. But it must have been a mad experience, obviously, you being there when the World Cup was on. Chris, Nathan, I've never been on Twitter or Instagram. I was on Facebook briefly to talk to my son in America, just to do chats on YouTube, email, Signal, Telegram, and Viber. But yeah, you know what, Chris? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you don't even need it. You know, you don't even, you know what I mean? YouTube's slightly different because it's one of those where you just watch the videos, and you kind of, the algorithm picks up what kind of videos you want to watch. Whereas Twitter, sometimes you nonsense just comes through with Twitter. I came off Twitter. I had quite a lot of following on Twitter. And when I was doing the radio for Posh a few years ago, even though it was nothing was directed to me, I just thought that everyone thought they knew what they were talking about. No matter what you said, everyone would question it. You was always wrong. They was always right. The racism went through the roof. The right wing, the left wing, and all that. I just thought very, very poisonous. But so what I do now, I don't engage, and I kind of like get rid of people I don't want to follow. Like Stan Collymore, for example, who's always trying to talk politics and nonsense. I had to like get rid of him so he don't come up on. And then Instagram, I spent years on Instagram because I used to look after some people's social media accounts. So I took courses on social media marketing. So I knew restaurants and things like that and fitness people. So I used to help them do things in the background. And it's just grown to be a place where you just show off. Like people just show off. Instagram's just for showing off. If you've got a business, I get it. But most people you just put up there just the happy things, you know? And I think I don't get it. In the end, I don't get it. I got rid of it. I got rid of it. And the sad things also, I think you should keep sad things to yourself as well and just get on with it. But, you know, so fair play to you. Fair play. I think it can be quite poisonous. Probably does more harm than good to the majority. social media. I can tell you that people don't use it in the right way. We've seen that. Just look at Love Island, for example. Look at that generation. My kids are Love Island age, so my two oldest kids, and I can just tell you that generation is yeah, you know what. Chris Garvey, got your fair play. He's talking about obviously the social media, but you still fancy Italy to go through. Not keen on Californian social media fascists. Yeah, the whole tech place and all that nonsense. I don't mind Silicon Valley though. But actually, no, a lot of there's got a lot of Silicon Valley now in it. Has it moved? The LSD tab generation. Just report, I would like if we get Spain in the fire. I don't want Spain. I'd rather Italy. Confident of a win? I'd rather Italy all day. Oh, Collymore, good player. No sense at all. I can't even say it on here. But Stan Collymore, honestly, no comment. Let's have some blueberries. Cut myself shaving. Look at that. Little things annoy me. Tony Sport, don't mention Love Island, the rose I have with my daughter. Oh, mate. I don't even get involved, Tony, with my daughter. My daughter's 20, nearly 21, and my other one's 18, right? My other one's 18. I don't think she's really into that much. She's kind of more switched on. But my oldest, she said to me she wanted to go in it once. And I was like, you got a boyfriend? She was like, oh, yeah, I know. I was like, okay. You're going to get him famous. I get it. But wow. That is not television. Unfortunately, it is though. Twitter is nonsense. I'm off there too, and I'm a music man. It's just too much politics. Yeah, I'm on Twitter now to connect with people, but literally do not entertain anything. Anything negative, it gets blocked. One comment, it gets blocked. Anything I don't want to see, gone. No time for that. Got to remember, we have to use all our energy for positivity because it's hard enough to remain positive in a world that is negative. And by the way, which is our own mind, which is built negative to protect us. Oh, it's in. Oh, my God, it's absolutely pinball. We've not spoke about the game for 7 minutes. Sorry, lads, we're lads and girls. I'm talking about Love Island. Love Island's banned. No more. And blueberries. Let's get back to the football. Oh, it's absolute pinball all over. Spain are unlucky in this game. The game should be done and dusted. Drives it in. Game should be done and dusted. Now, if I deactivated Twitter, audience is important, and I had the wrong kind of people on there. I've been making just filter your audiences. Even if you're on Instagram, filter what you see. What you repeat, you become. What you say to yourself, you become. What you see regular, you digest and become. Just remember that. My wife, she's on Instagram and you know, all the women, they've got hardly nothing on and eye candy and all that, and all the other women look at it and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and it's negative. So she's recently just changed her feed and started to things like meditation, stoicism, winning in life, self-development, books, podcasts. You surround yourself with that, it changes your life. It has mine. I can tell you that now. Do I still have my old tendencies? Yeah. Do I know how to control them? Yeah. Gran, I'm gonna read it out. I'm not gonna say the word. All right. So we'll start with is. So terrible. I don't buy for 1 second that people go on there that are single. You know what? It could be true. How are you feeling facing Spain? Possibly. Josh, Nath, FG, when are you going to collab with DG? You know what? When I first got on it ages ago, I think DG must have gone through Curtis and said that he would like to collab one day because he likes my knowledge, you know, that I played. So I might reach out to him. If you're ever on his stream, put in a stream and say, yo, you should collab with Curtis's boy, Franny, FFTV. Because I know he likes to do some work with Curtis as well. So it might be one of them where all three of us can get on something, or just me and, DG. I'm trying to speak to Curtis and see if we can get me, DG, Turkish, and Curtis on one of them would be good. Especially now the season's starting soon. Junior's put, yeah, I like the way your wife is going. Good vibe. Yeah. It's me. I'm in her ear all the time, every day. In her ear all the time. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. But she'll only do it in her own time. But she'll take it slow and she'll get there. But one step at a time, as long as you're going in the right direction. And one thing I was reading the other day about every decision that we make quickly, because I like to talk about the game, is if we can be self-aware to stop, think about that decision, and then say, is it right? Is it taking me further away or closer to where I want to be at? So if I want to lose weight, is that McDonald's taking me further away or closer? If I want to save money for whatever, to buy something and I spend, is that taking me further away or closer? Invest money, start a new job, start a business, all these little things. And I thought it was quite interesting that a lot of the time, the ball in, Donnarumma's coming, it's got, Llorente with another opportunity. Spain by far deserved to win this game. But yeah, I think it was quite good in itself. Yeah, I'm going to tell DG to link up. Yeah, love that blood fire. Love that. Spain deserve this. Come on, people. It could be in it. Ooh. Spain will cause us a lot of problems. By the way, Spain, I said, if they win this game and get to the final, right, and win it, it's their third competition out of 4 that they've won. World Cups and Euros. Think about that. Italy have not won it since 1968. But the Spanish are on top here. They don't want it to go to penalties. Spain don't want to go to penalties. Not great penalties. They're not the old Spain. Being in her ear does nothing with mine. She still ignores me. Yeah, I think she ignores me 90% of the time. But hey, listen, if they get one thing and it goes in their head, Chris, then you've done your job, son. Spain just keep coming forward. They keep coming forward. They have dealt with Italy superbly today, by the way. Superbly. I've got to admit, they have dealt with Italy superbly throughout this game. They have literally just dominated the pace of this game. Yes, Italy have had little spells. Yes, Italy got the goal, but we all know it was against the run of play. It was a good game plan. As we know with Southgate, right, broke the lines. Almo's in. Oh, it's too much. He's got to go wide. It's too straight. You got to go wide to Llorente. It's too straight. Straight balls have got to be inch perfect. Inch perfect. If they're not inch perfect, they just run through to the goalkeeper. They run out. They've got to be perfect. Whereas if you go wide, it hasn't got to be as perfect. And there's nowhere for Morata to run into. I get it. We all try and play those balls, but when we dissect it and have a think about it, it's the chances of it happening are not. The probabilities are very, very low. Chris, now she's hitting me saying something about her she didn't hear. Tell her to relax. I know it's probably the worst thing you can say to a woman, but it's the only thing she can do. Relax. Tell her I said hi, Chris. Might cheer her up. She's probably, I don't know if she likes football, but she's probably thinking, oh, God, she's got to watch this football again. So say we said hi. Hi, Mrs. Garvey. Spain are bossing this game and bossed it most of the game. Fantastic football game. But to break Italy down now, it's going to be even harder, isn't it? Oh, he's in. Llorente's in. Puts it across 6-yard box. Comes to... Oh. Good defending in the end, good positioning. Belotti's going to try and get on the end of this, but it's going to run out of play. He's just going to try and get over the top, obviously. Bonucci, great ball inside the fullback there. Bonucci, good position. Comes to Moreno, but he can't sort his feet out. He's had to stretch. Can't really sort his feet out. And that's the first half of extra time done. 15 minutes on the clock. We've got another 15 minutes left, people. How these players are not tired, well, they must be, but how they're keeping this energy up is beyond me. The tempo is still 100 miles an hour. How fit are Spain? How fit are Spain? They have moved the ball the whole game at tempo. The Italians must be shattered. How fit are Spain? They have moved the ball the whole game at tempo. The Italians must be on their last legs. Crazy. Absolute crazy tempo of this game. We're all getting it together. One last push. You got 15 minutes, people. Spain used to give good teams, but always let themselves down. But over the last 10 years, they have become winners constantly. They're frightening. Over the last 10 years, they're frightening. So this is another thing. So the other day I was talking about, I think I put some on Twitter, and some coach, when his coach is like, I don't know, Forest under nines. So all of a sudden now he thinks he's a good coach. Probably got a Forest Badger as initial on Forest under nines or some shit, right? Anyway, he's like, well, no, possession football is a load of, whatever, nuts. This. Look at Spain. Look where it's got them. That tick attacker. Look where it's got them. I went, mate, they've dominated international football for 10 years. Just went off the boil the last competition for one competition. What are you on about? I wonder if he's watching this tonight. Nugget. Chris has put, she's called Ruby. She likes football, like Arsenal. Sat on David Seaman's knee in the Starlight Suite at Posh in the 90s. Everyone say hello to Ruby. And she's a gooner, so make sure you say hello to Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Spain and Austria have given Italy their toughest test in the tournament. Yeah, Austria were more obviously disciplined, hard to break down. Spain have just outplayed them. And they'll be very disappointed if they don't win this game, because they've been by far the better team. By far the better team. Will they go for it again? I think they will. I think Spain will go for it again, and I think Italy will go for it again. Here we go, people. 15 minutes. I'm not sure I want pens. Does anyone want pens? Because I think sometimes with pens, best team don't win. And it always bothers me when, tell a lie, it don't bother me. That's a bit extreme. It always I think for like a minute, like, oh, football didn't win today. And then I move on. But I always think, oh, football didn't win today, you know? Marco, first time I've seen you pop in. Thanks for popping in, mate. Hope you're well. Right time to bring Traore to run the Italian back line. Yeah, I'd have brought him on in the 90 minutes, to be honest. But yeah, I get your point. Jahia's put please, no pens. Yeah, no. I don't want pens. No, I prefer it to settle in normal time. That's good. That's good. I think a lot of people want pens because obviously it's more entertainment. I get it, but great finish. Look at that from Chiesa. That's a great finish. Could not have put it anywhere else. I'm stealing that nugget. Yeah, it's an old saying, isn't it? Nugget. Proper nugget. People. Like I said, I can't see you conceding from a set piece. However, Ozzy Osbold, or whatever his name was, he should have scored from a set piece. You got Thiago on it now. He's gone for a shot. He's got that in his locker, though. He's got that in his locker. They've gone for the shot. He's got that in his locker, though. Can you believe Thiago, I think, has only got something like 50 caps? And then I started thinking about why. And then I went through the list of the players that were ahead of him, and I was like, that's why he only got 50 caps, even though he's sick. Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, all ahead of him. Oh, they're in. On the break, could be. Back to the goalkeeper. Oh, that would be harsh if Italy got him on the break. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Grant, I don't want penalties. They could go on all night. I think they'll be knackered. Chiesa off, gone off, my mistake. Yeah, he's gone off. An under-9s coach thinking he's an expert. Oh, listen, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. The worst thing is he's saying that he don't like possession football. And he's coaching under-9s at a pro club. What chance have we got? What chance have those kids got? Tony, if you're the one who misses the penalty, you have to live with that forever, especially I won't wish it upon no one. Honestly, I would not wish missing a penalty, especially at any level. It's horrible, even league level. But the Euro semi-finals, honestly, I won't wish it. I won't wish it on my worst enemy. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. I don't have enemies now, but back in the day, I had a few. I won't wish it on my worst enemy. It's a life of torture. Remember the Colombian guy that scored the own goal and he got shot outside the restaurant? Remember that? What World Cup was that? The Mafia shot him because they had a bet on Colombia, didn't they? And he scored an own goal. Remember? Shot him outside a restaurant. Imagine that. Mad. Absolute crazy. Both teams still going for it. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh! Who's put that block in? Who has put that block in? Still going. What a game of football. Oh, he could be on here. Is he going to lift it over? Oh my God. It's offside. It's offside. He can't believe it. What a finish, by the way. What a finish that is. The keeper must have let that in. Keeper must have let this in. No, he hadn't. What finish that is. What a finish that is. I'm surprised Thiago hasn't featured more for Spain in the tournament this far. Yeah, I am. Especially ahead of Koke. They don't have loads of legs. And with Thiago in there, he really slows it down, don't he, with his legs? Penalty misses Southgate, Psycho, Batty. Offside, yeah, offside that is. We're still here, people. We are still here. Don't lose it there. Imagine losing it there now. 20 minutes there. Surprise. Jordi Alba's been quiet, hasn't he? Normally he's bombing on left, right, and centre. Oh, Morata is back. Scored his goal and now he's back. Thiago, what a passer of the ball he is. What a joy to watch he is. The way he passes the ball. Everything's just simple. Wrap it round the corner. It's fantastic. Pedri should still be running. He's only 18. He should be running. He should just keep running until the final. If they get there. Try to break the lines. Spain on top. Italy are just looking for on the break. Which is fair enough. Italy are just looking on the break. Sometimes you have to just play what's in front of you the way that you are. Southgate was said the same thing. You have to just play what's ahead of you. Like you might want to play a certain way, but it might not work against that team. So you have to adapt to whatever you want to do. For us, I mean, for us again, we've got to play. We would have to play against both of these teams. We would have to sit back and hit them on the break, counter-attacking football. We would have to sit back and hit them on the break. Because if we go toe-to-toe with these, we'll get beat. I think we'll get beat, to be honest. Oh, what a ball that is. Great tackling. And Jordi Alba's come all the way across. It's great defensive positioning from Jordi Alba. Pedri now. It's a great defensive. Thiago's deep, gone for the. He's got the diag in the locker, but he's got it all. Where's he gone there? He's not gone for a shot, is he? This guy's gone mad. He tried a shot from the crazy free kick. That couldn't have been a shot. The player must have gone out of position. Offside. Great tackle in the end. Marcus, but are you going to do a watch along for the Copa America final? The only problem with the Copa America, it's like 2 a.m. That's the only problem. And my son, his bedroom is next to me. Don't get me wrong, he's out like a light. His bedroom's here. My boy. So it could be a problem, but I'll see. I think if it's Brazil against Argentina, I've got to. I think I've got to. If it's Brazil against Argentina, let's be honest. I know it's only 2 a.m, depending what day it's on as well, because I have to get up in the mornings to get on the charts in the office. So the what's the point? Let me just check what the charts price of something now is. So it can be difficult, to be honest. Nothing's happening at the minute on the charts. It's dead. Movements have been done today, I think. Oh, he's in on the break. Oh, what a foot. Who? Oh, Murat. Oh, around the corner. Murat's 1-on-1. Oh, now he's on 3-on-1, 2-on-1, 4-on-1. That block saves the game. He stuck his foot out at the back. I don't know who it was. What a block. What a block. So are you going to do... Oh, yeah. It's Sunday, same days as the Euro final. Well, that could be a tester, but it would be good to try and do both, wouldn't it? It would be good to do the Euro final and the Copa America, but it's always late, isn't it? That's the only problem. But I think who's in the final? Well, Brazil are in the final, and Argentina have got to play Colombia. See Messi the other day against... I can't remember who they played. It was fantastic. Well, not surprised, actually. It's Lionel Messi, innit? Chris, promise him a James Bond Aston Martin if he stops moaning. That worked on me as a kid to get me to the dentist. Did you ever get it? Jahir, well, actually, it's Monday morning for those living in Europe. Yeah, Monday morning. So early hours. Thiago. Spain have been class. Spain don't deserve to lose this game. Thiago popping it in. Oh, a little bit too much pace on it, but that's Thiago. His passing is frightening. Doesn't always get it right, as we know, but see, the thing is, though, if England, well, the finals at Wembley anyway, and so at least these teams have had the opportunity to play on Wembley, because I remember the Germans were saying that they weren't allowed to train on the pitch or anything like that, and it was out of order, which it was. it was, but it is what it is. We live in a bit of a world at the moment where nothing is normal. So it's something you have to get on with. Argentina's tonight, isn't it? Yeah, Argentina's tonight to play Brazil in the final. Was it like 2 a.m? Got the collectible one with the ejector sheet and all the tricks. Not the full trot, not all the trimmings. They're not the top one. Not the real deal. Three minutes, people, and I think it's going to go to penalties. None of them want penalties. It's a lottery, absolute lottery. Spain will be disappointed, but if Spain had a forward, they would be by far outright winners of this competition, because they're the best footballing team by a mile. And they've dominated Italy. And I didn't think I was going to say that before this game. They've dominated Italy. And the way Italy play, I thought they were going to run Spain ragged. But thinking about it, if Spain always have the ball, how are Italy going to play their way? In every other game that we've seen Italy play, they've had the ball. So they've been able to do what they want to do, but they've not had the ball. Spain have, so they can't do what they want to do. I'm actually a bit nervous for Spain. I really am. They're not the best at penalties. They're not the best at all. Pedri's trying to slip in. Olmo, who's been good. He's tired. He has tired. Olmo, don't get me wrong. Nathan's talking to Marco. He's put, I am praying Argentina do it. All I want is Messi to win the title of Argentina. That's all that's missing from him now. Yeah, it would be good. It would be good, because then people could stop this silly stat about you can't be the best player ever if you ain't won things, which I don't agree with. But it seems to be the defining element of what makes people the best ever or not. Morata is gone for an absolute crossfield ball. I don't think he got it right. He goes inside the fullback. There he goes. Too much. Thiago, it's too much. But he's still the GOAT and still the number one for me. Yeah, he's the best player I've ever seen. Best player I've ever seen. What he does with a football is just incredible. I was watching some clips. I was showing my son the other day with him, and I sit here and playing football myself at a professional level. I know how hard it is to do what he's done with a ball. It's remarkable. Spain have been unremarkable up until today. They have grown in this competition. Yeah. The bigger teams tend to do that, don't they? Since Spain scored, it's been like attackers v defense. Listen, Spain have been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All over. All over. What a game of football. What a game of football. Spain have been fantastic. Great football. And it's now the lottery. It's hard to even tell who's going to win this. It's very hard to tell who is going to win this. Who are we going for, people? Who are we going for? See if anyone in the chat is going for. Chris has put, is your boy showing any promise in the back garden? Yeah, he does. We try and get. It's been raining, and it's been raining, so he's just. I'm trying to just get him to keep using his left. It's naturally right, but he's only 4.5, so we do it a couple of days a week. Next year we'll start training properly. But if we do get over to a different European country, then his training will be completely different. He'll be a tactician, won't he? Techniques for fun. But he enjoys it. The main thing is he enjoys it. That's the good thing. Oh, you put an Arsenal shirt. You know what? I've not got a Premier League or a UK shirt yet because I'm not sure. I don't want to force anything on him, but I think I am getting him the Arsenal kit. So at the moment, he's got PSG, he's got the England blue kit, he's got Real Madrid. He loves putting his kits on. So I think I'm going to get him an Arsenal one. But he's asked me for Chelsea because he likes the number 3, and they've got number 3 on front of his logo. But I said no. I said no, son. He can't understand it. He can't understand it. So excuse me. I've not been convinced with Simon. I'm not sure if he's a good penalty stopper, but Donnarumma is a big, big goalkeeper and a young lad with no fear. And I think he could be the hero here. I think Donnarumma could be the hero. And I think Italy could win it. Luis Enrique looking like he's had enough. Yeah. He's probably thinking, penalties again. 50-50. Spain. Spain only because they deserve it. I want Spain. I've got to be honest, I want Spain. It's a good thing De Gea is in goal for Spain. De Gea's not in goal. It's Simon, Marco. Simon's in goal. Right. Let's go. Let's go, people. Love that from Chiellini. Hugging, smiling. There you go. That's nice. That's good to see. It's a lottery now. It's just a lottery now. Whoa, imagine your nerves to get in the Euros finals. Imagine your nerves. Blackout cameras, but America is going to win. Keepers Union, Chris. Be tough for America to win in the Euros. Locatelli. Arsenal trying everything to get this kid. Said he wants to go to Juventus, basically. Juventus can't afford to pay the payments. He's first up. Let's see what it's about. See, Simon's not huge, but Donnarumma's big lad. Donnarumma's a big lad. So here we go, people. Nerves of steel for a chance to be in the Euro 2020 final. Locatelli misses. First penalty is missed. Simon has saved the first penalty. Locatelli. Nerves. I'm telling you now, people. You will never experience nerves like this. Never. I'm telling you now. I can't think of anything in life that would be equivalent to the nerves of this now. When you miss the first penalty, when you miss the first penalty, is that a relief? Because then Elmo now, he's thinking, I've got to score this. That adds even more pressure. Is it over the bar? He's hit it over the bar. He's blazed it over the bar. Wow. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, does Almo then get more pressure because he's missed one? So the Locatelli misses, and then Almo has to take it. The pressure then comes now because if Belotti scores, Spain, then the pressure's on. Centre forward, bottom corner. Bottom corner. It's a great pen. Pressure is on. Pressure is on. Who keeps their nerve in a shootout will win. Yep. If we sign him, definitely not taking penalties. It's a good thing there isn't in goal for Spain. Can't save a penalty, save his life. No, they're here. No, he's not big enough to save a pen. Give them to Martinelli. Now, this kid scores. Moreno scores, takes penalties for Villarreal and scores them all the time. That is not the Euro semi-final when you're scoring for Villarreal against a 6 foot. It's a great penalty. It's a great penalty. Calm. Great penalty. That penalty's just landed in the garden. And no, you know what? I feel for him. But we're still square. My dad wouldn't buy me a Chelsea shirt either when I was younger, even though we're only 15 minutes across the river. Made go all the way to Highbury. Yeah. I'm open, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to buy him a shirt. I've got to buy him Arsenal shirt first. What were you like at Spot Kids? Can't remember from the pot. Nah, never took one for Posh. Never took one. Took one in the reserve once. Hit the bar, came back. Centre off. Bosch. Great penalty. Bonucci, what a pen. Waits for the goalkeeper to move. Yeah, I never took a penalty. Didn't really ever fancy it. Didn't like the experience. Did not like the experience. But I think once you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, it just becomes, ooh, Thiago. He's not had a lot of football. He's a great technician, but it's not about that when it comes to a penalty shootout. It's about nerves. It's not about whether you're a good technician. And then he goes and does that. And then he goes and puts it away, like, doesn't even look at the goalkeeper, gives it the eyes to Thiago. That is a penalty, everyone. That is a penalty. Oh, mate. Cool as you like. Took a look to the penalty. He went up, he waited for the goalkeeper move, and he had a no-look penalty. Oh, it's a good pen. It's a good pen. Top bin. If he puts his arm up, does he save this? Nah, no chance. Top corner. What a pen. Great technique. Oof. Oh, my Lord. I'm sorry. He don't even look confident. He does not even look confident. Did he miss the last penalty he took? Told you. Told you, didn't I? He's not the one. He's not confident. He's just not confident. He's just not confident. Feel for Spain. I feel for Spain. Big time. We know what Jorginho does. Will he do it? Is this to win? Is it to win? Oh, it's won it. Jorginho. Oh, wow. Wow, people. And Morata was not the man. Wow. Football was not the winner, people. I'm actually a bit sad, to be fair. I've got to be honest. Got to be honest. I'm actually a bit sad. Italy in the final. I am actually a bit sad. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest. All that penalty, I just put my foot through it. Yeah, some people just go power. Fram, I'm out, bro. Take care. Catch up with you tomorrow. Watch along. Yeah, appreciate it. Big one tomorrow, everyone. Make sure you get a good night's sleep. Easy, easy. Competition winners traditionally and historically. Yeah. Poor for Spain. Really, really bad for Spain. Feel them, but great game of football. Let's be honest. An absolutely magnificent game of football. Tomorrow is not going to be nowhere near as good, but we don't care. We just need to win. And Italy have done it. Morata came on, got them back in it, and then they just don't deserve to lose. They were by far the better team, but football, you know, that's football for you. Chin up, we stand a better chance against them. Yeah. I've got to be honest, I'd rather Italy than Spain. Got to be honest. But hey, people, it's a late one. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned in. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Junior just saying, like I was saying, Fran, football is cruel. Spain with all the possession and still lost. Not only possession, more chances, more everything, more everything, more positivity. They just didn't deserve to lose. So that's why strikers cost so much, because unless you have a good one, don't matter how good your team play, you're going to lose. Exactly. Right then, people. Thanks ever so much. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you like or you're not already. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Stay happy. See you later.